the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Hello there everybody, and welcome to this special Elite FPL podcast with myself, Steve. Yes, just myself today. I'm doing it solo. Unfortunately, Jason's busy today, but he does have an excuse. It was his birthday yesterday, and of course he's spending time with his family, and I do wish him to have a very, very enjoyable day indeed, rather than, and I did say this yesterday, you don't want to be spending your life streaming, especially during your birthday. But it is the big game. It is the Manchester derby. But before we get to the team news, which is up on screen right now, I'm not going to lie. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If you have a differential captain like I've got today, you are nervous. And I was hovering over Twitter, hits 3:30, and I see Sterling start. I was just like, phew. But I then see the Man United team. Look at it. Look at it. 7 defenders, basically. This game, right, I'm going to call it now, is going to be 0-0, 1-0 either way, 2-0. It's going to be awful, this game. It's going to be absolutely rubbish. Based on the Man United team, of course, William starts. William starts in all the hard games. Why would he be playing in the easy fixtures where they're guaranteed clean sheets? Nah, don't worry about that. We'll play him in all the difficult games, the games where we don't want to win. And it's very frustrating because now being a Sterling captainer, no chance. But to get me through this, now Dre Zera actually just tweeted out that he's going to be eating a load of McCoy's crisps like I was doing yesterday. Well, I ain't going to be doing that now. I did retweet this with a very kind of cryptic kind of message behind it, and simply put, I said I won't be consuming crisps, but I will be consuming something else, and it's this. You all know what it is. Good old Smirnoff vodka. I'm gonna take a couple of shots before the game right now, because to be honest with you, I think this game is going to be absolutely terrible. I don't think I'll be able to cope with it. And yeah, let's just get on with the shots. I'm probably going to pass out after the second shot. This stream will go on and on and on. And you know what? I may make this stream longer than normal because I want to be listening to something at work tomorrow. There's going to be nothing to be listening to tomorrow. So yeah, let's get a couple of shots down me. Because, like I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to cope with this particular fixture. So, for everybody watching, for everybody joining live right now, thank you for joining me. And cheers to everybody. So, let's get the first shot out the way. This is a brand new bottle, by the way. If anybody wants to donate... No, I'm not really joking. Flaming out. Here we go. But for anybody that's completely brand new around here, I don't normally drink other than when I'm having a laugh on the stream. So, cheers everybody. Getting nervous drinking a shot of vodka. Get it down you. Jesus. Whew. Right. That was just shot number 1. That, I don't think was as bad as the salt and vinegar crisp. These, yesterday. I don't think it was as bad as that, but Jesus. Let's get the next one down. Like I said, I've got a coat for this match. So, here's the final shot. Oh, by the way, I will be having a shot for every time Sterling scores a goal. I can guarantee you that, just for a laugh. But here we go. Let's get the final shot down my gob. So, cheers everybody. And we have got 7 minutes before the match kicks off, so do not panic. Flaming hell, here we go. Oh, flaming hell. Woo! God damn. Right then. Let's get on with the show, shall we? So, up on screen at the moment is the Manchester United team news. We've got, of course, De Gea in goal, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Matic, Fred. Are there any attackers here? Fernandes, Williams, Daniel James and Martial. So, then we move on, of course, to the Man City team news where, well, yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, not only is he not starting, he's not even on the bench. So Kevin De Bruyne is completely out. And I know the official game tweeted out about that. Basically, essentially, oh, is that an omen, everybody? Blimey, there we are. Man City putting up that straight away. Getting loose for his 250th Premier League appearance, Raheem Sterling. Wow. Is that an omen, everybody? Is that an omen for me? Then again, he could get a red card in his 250th appearance, so I don't know. Is that an omen for me, basically? I don't know. But I do have something to show anybody that doesn't have a clue about something very, very special that did happen yesterday, or that I found out yesterday. And I think if you were watching the stream yesterday, you'll know why. But this is the Man City team news for anybody that doesn't know. But of course, everybody does know. But for anybody listening on audio that doesn't have a clue, that is tuning in live for the first time, we have got Ederson in goal. It's up on the screen. Ederson in goal. Cancelo, Otamendi, Fernandinho, Zinchenko, Rodrigo, Gundogan, Foden, Bernardo Silva, Sterling and Aguero. And by the way, Chelsea Flyer, I haven't forgot the fact that if Bernardo Silva scores a goal, you're donating £2. That's exactly what you said yesterday. For every time Bernardo Silva scores, because he's your captain, you will be donating £2 to the channel. So £1 for me and £1 for Jason. But yeah, I've got in this particular fixture Otamendi and Sterling playing. Sterling as my captain. But this is what I want to reveal. So up on screen right this second is this. Look whose team that is. Whose team do you think that is, everybody? Let's just quickly see in chat if anybody can guess whose team this is. So right now up on screen is somebody's team. Whose team is that? Can you guess whose team that is? Charlie? No, that is not Jason's team. Congratulations, Davey P. That is number 1 in the world. Number 1 in the whole world has captained Sterling. I'm also fully aware that Magnus Carlsen, all you people that flaming blow smoke up his backside, he has captained Sterling as well. I know that number 7 of last night was captaining Sterling. So once again, this is fascinating for me because I only captained Sterling because I took out Mane and I just thought to hell with it. I may as well just captain the player I brought in. So this is going to be quite... I mean, I'm nervous enough for this particular... this particular fixture. But I can't imagine what number 1 in the world is feeling like. So here we go. That's his team there, number 1 in the world. But more importantly, what happened earlier on? You guessed it right. Chelsea winning 4-0. And Giroud, of course, scoring. Absolutely typical. A player which I've been completely going on and on about for weeks and weeks and weeks. Do I bring him in? No. Why would I? But yeah, look at that, everybody. Full time, 4-0 to Chelsea. To be honest, I can't remember who got the goals other than Giroud and Pedro. That's about it, really. But I'll quickly bring it up on the what do you call it? No, I don't want to cancel that. I'll just quickly bring it up on the game just to show everybody exactly what's going on in that particular fixture regarding bonuses. So here we are. Let's quickly bring it up. So it was Giroud, Willian, Pedro and Mason Mount with the goals. And there were 4 assists, 2 coming from Barkley, Willian and Pedro. And Barkley on 3 bonus, Willian on 2 and Pedro with 1. So what a cracking result there. I don't know what on earth happened with Everton, if anybody wants to let me know. And by the way, if Paulie, if you're listening, if you want to come live on air to be my match correspondent. In fact, if anybody wants to come live on air to be a... let's be honest here, to be a live reactor to the game, then please do. Preferably someone that's watching the game, but it really doesn't matter. All I will say is that it'd be just nice to have somebody on here. So, all I can say is that welcome everybody to this particular stream. I will be listening into the United game, and I've predicted it will probably end the way United's set up. I think it's going to end either 0-0, 1-0 either way, 2-1 either way. It's going to be a really, really boring tight game. The game's about to kick off. I've got it in my headphones. I'll be able to tell you exactly what's going on here, and hopefully Sterling can bang for me. I'll quickly put up my team up on screen right now. This is my specific team who I've got playing today. Otamendi, Sterling and De Bruyne. De Bruyne wasn't playing. So I've got Sterling and Otamendi in this particular fixture. I'm one of the few people that's got a couple of differentials which is really cool. Obviously, I've got Fernandes as well playing, but a lot of people have got Fernandes playing, to be fair. So I'd like to think that maybe Sterling. I'd like to think Man City will keep a clean sheet. I get some differential points, and of course Sterling scoring. But yeah, I'll do the usual line. What's everybody talking about? It's the main question here. Drezera saying, yep, the game's about to kick off. FIFA Trader Brown, you're a new one around here. Hoping Perez and Barnes double up pays off tomorrow. Well, I'd like to think so, but Leicester are absolutely useless at the moment. Nick Patel, I hope Bernardo Silva, Sterling, Mahrez can do something this week, as I've used the free hit. Oh, wow. Well, Show Me the Mane is clearly responding to Lewis was the one that called you out. Made a point last night that maybe you don't take the game seriously, but to be fair, I actually talked to Charlie about this last night, and I was saying that actually maybe Charlie would have been wise just to continue doing what he was doing with the -4s, bringing in the best player for each fixture, and he was doing really, really well. He was top of the cash million, and then he stopped. So Show Me the Mane saying, in response to Gravy Davis, the way I play, some people don't think I take it seriously and scratch their heads how I'm above them, but I play differently. Differential players, it's the only way to rise the ranks. Exactly, I couldn't agree more, and that's why I do enjoy interacting with Show Me the Mane. Show Me the Mane is one of the few people that actually has the same thought process as me. Davey P saying that he's going to be potential. I saw that tweet earlier this afternoon. Davey P saying he's going to be doing a potential -8 to catch up with you know who. Well, there's no point in. I'm just going to name them FPL Boona. So they're 50 points he's ahead of you now. Drezera, if the game goes a bit boring, Steve, feel free to see my tweet to Smirnoff. Tweet Mr. Beast. Selfishly, I want him to one day say... Interestingly enough, do you know what? While the game's a bit flat, surprise, surprise, I saw... What a weird coincidence. So last night I was talking about Mr. Beast and how if you tweet him, or if you tweet him that... Oh, Martial in there, but... Cancelo has just dealt with it. So Mr. Beast, he's probably put out 1 million tweets since then. But this was very, very interesting what he put. And here we are. And I actually me and Jason can easily relate with this. And I absolutely, completely agree. If you're a small YouTuber, do this. Spend more time thinking of ideas and double the time you put into filming than make 100 videos and improve something small with each video. It doesn't matter what, just improve each video. Your content will be in a different league. I completely agree, and that's exactly what myself and Jason do. I'd like to think anyway. I think that, don't get me wrong, the content that me and Jason bring you, I think is up to the highest of standards when it comes to the FPL community. The reason why people like myself and Jason do this is because, to be honest with you, no one else does. And I'd rather film me going through where is Brett Mollison these days? But as Brett Mollison used to say, the emotional rollercoaster of fantasy football. I'd rather be filming it than rather just doing nothing. It's more important. Plus me and Jason earn about £1. But no, in all seriousness, this is why we do this, because we're doing something that I know everybody wants. It's a simple fact. No other flaming people will do this. So, yeah, all good. But yeah, that really was very relatable from Mr. Beast there. And like I said, my friend Marlon at work, he made the point that if you tweet Mr. Beast during a live stream, there is a chance, very small chance, that he will actually donate $10,000. Salah saying, I hope Sterling does well for you today, Steve. So do I. Even though I don't have him, it would be great to see. Yeah, it would be nice to actually have a captain that's a differential do really, really well. But all I've heard on the radio at the moment is Martial's name. I've heard nothing to do with City other than Cancelo is cancelling out everything that Martial is doing. Drazera, Mr. Beast is an incredible content creator. It's not for me, but yeah, John Harris, you're more than welcome to come live on air. It's very, very rare that you come live on air. You're more than welcome to as a special guest. John Harris, Steve-O, Armand Dillon is up to... Yeah, we spoke about this yesterday. Armand Dillon is 533rd overall rank. What? Yeah, it's crazy. And if he's number one in the world and he gets onto all the platforms talking about why he did well, he can tell him about my history. King Iron, what team do you support? Burnley. I'm a Burnley fan. Yeah, Harbour Boy making the point. Armand Dillon is on fire. Mr. Blue Nathan, it would be incredible scenes if $10,000 just lands on this stream. Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't tell Jason. I want to keep the money to myself. Yeah. Hopefully the $10,000 doesn't fall in a match of the day challenge, as there would be a very, very late reaction. Yeah. Martial matters. I captain Kevin De Bruyne and Vardy vice captain. If they don't play, I'm done. I think Kevin De Bruyne will probably play against Arsenal. I don't know. I've got no information on it, but Williams clearing a shot from somewhere. Lewis Kirkby, if you want to come live on air, by all means, you're more than welcome to, like you did yesterday. Armand Dillon, if I win the overall game, I will say it was due to watching Elite FPL. Drazera making the point. Armand Dillon, if you win FPL overall, then I'll buy you an Elite. One of these. If I can just quickly see myself up on screen. Here we are, one of these shirts. Eat, sleep, elite, repeat. Or in my case, drink vodka, sleep, elite, repeat. But yeah, just after yesterday, a very disappointing round of games. I know certain individuals like Block FPL had a wonderful time yesterday. He played his free hit chip. I'll bring up Block FPL's team because he is doing so well. So well. I'm assuming he rose up in our... Oh, he's up to 5th. 74 points. Let's just bring up Block FPL's team. So Block FPL yesterday got 74 points. He played his bench boost. Leno in goal getting 11. Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Doherty captain, Van Aanholt, Saiz, Salah, Sarr, De Bruyne, Vardy, Jimenez, McCarthy, Perez, Ings and Noble. So obviously he's got Vardy and Perez. Aguero chasing it. Shaw's got to be careful. Aguero still got it. Sterling's in the middle, waiting for the ball. Sterling! Oh, Sterling curls it, but De Gea picks up the ball. Pushes it out. Aguero picks it up, and now it's gone out for a corner. Blast. Yeah, Drazera, Sterling close. Of course he had a bit of space, Drazera. That's when he's rubbish. God, could you imagine being number one in the world and having Sterling captain? Yeah, Mr. Blue Nathan, the vodka number 3 nearly happened. Otamendi coming close. But Otamendi was being trapped by Martial, but Martial bowled him over basically. So, Martial was bowled over by Otamendi, so it's now a free kick to United. Bilal, Calvert-Lewin should have scored earlier on today, missed a massive chance. He was somebody that I was considering bringing in last night. There was no risers last night. I was surprised Mane didn't go up in price. Chelsea Fly saying that it was the first time this season number 1 in the world brought in Sterling. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. But unfortunately, the way United have basically set up today, unfortunately, it won't be goals galore. And do you know what? This is no joke, I was seriously thinking of, do you know what? With the past history of City, it wouldn't surprise me if it'd be better to just captain Otamendi. At least that way it would have... what have you closed down for? It's really annoying. Sometimes I've got the chat up and then it just randomly just closes down. So I've now got to reopen it again. But to be honest with you, at the moment it sounds quite 50-50. Man City on the tap, but... No, Drezer. If a specific asset score of yours, Steve, will it be a double shot? No. No chance. Nick Patel. Bernardo Silva usually scores versus Arsenal. Well, Chelsea Flyer will be happy with that. Yes, Salah did drop in price last night, but there was no risers. There were no risers last night. Auto closer. I came here for some McCoys. The only thing that was annoying about last night was just that. That was it. Flaming hell. Me specifically eating the crisp wasn't that bad. But auto closer. Oh, Aguero coming close, playing it through the legs of Maguire. It's now gone out for another corner to City. Wow. Crazy. But yeah, auto closer. If you've come in for McCoy's, unlucky for you, ain't going to be happening. Vodka. Vodka is the name of the game. Gundogan swings it in. Martial clears. But it's good that Phil Foden's starting today. That's a good thing. Man City still got on the ball. Lewis saying, I can't come on as of yet. There'll be a lot of background noise if you get what I mean. You mean your sisters are fighting each other? Auto close. I'm banking on Aguero now. Yeah, I was potentially going to bring him in, but I couldn't afford him. I've wanted to get rid of for a while, but I've just had other issues with my team, so it's a fluke I still have him. Yeah. Brew making a point. I need Fernandez. I need a brace. Brew, I didn't even get an answer. Brew, did you and Phil go to the Planet FPL Live? Can you just let me know? Daniel Henry. Yes, Steve-O, how's your game week been? Rubbish. JC, hey Steve-O, how's it going? Yeah, I'm surprised the vodka hasn't really hit me yet. I've had 2 shots of vodka. Lewis is just making the point about, that would be the background noise a lot of us. Oh, really? Brew saying that he didn't go to the Planet FPL. What a shame. Auto close. I missed all the streams this weekend. Well, you've got about 20 hours worth of streams, the content to catch up with. Just watch the... I may bring this up actually. Well, there's a bit of pause. If anybody hasn't seen this, I tweeted this out earlier. I'm sure people will appreciate this. Let me just bring up what I tweeted out earlier. Man United coming forward. Daniel James taking a shot. But then it falls to Bruno Fernandes. And it's been easily saved by Ederson. Through ball from Fred. Would you believe? I'll play this video once we get this action out the way. City have got a free kick on the far side. Let me just quickly play this video. I'm sure most of you... It does contain swearing, so any of you kids that are watching, you may want to cover your ears, or anybody listening in the car and you're offended by swearing, you may want to cover your ears. But I just made this video earlier on. I'm sure you'll appreciate.
Sorry, basically these voice messages contain a lot of swearing, and I don't want to have swearing on the show, so...
I've got your team in front.
What? Don't you dare tell me Ings is on the bench.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
Oh, fuck's sake. Ah. You're joking.
This is deja vu. I'm sure this has happened before.
Are you serious?
I've literally got your team up on the screen right now.
Oh, you're fucking right as well. Damn, that didn't...
Oh, very, very funny. Very, very funny. That's what happens when you're emotionally invested. Fred's just been shoved over by Rodrigo. Still 0-0 at the moment. Only been one real chance, it seems, from Sterling, but nothing as of yet. FPL Mechanic, have you seen the new SMZ? Is he still alive? Is SMZ still alive? A video on Discord? No, I haven't. Link, just tag me in it. Just tag me in it. Yeah, the Don, this match is looking so boring. Why do you think I watched... Why do you think I took some vodka shots? Well, I'm glad me and Jason kept you entertained, JC saying that I watched the replay of the 3 o'clock stream yesterday. You made boring football very entertaining afternoon. Did we? God, it was painful. I can't tell you how difficult it is streaming when there's no goals. It's a bit like this now. It is so difficult streaming when there's no action, no interest. It's like last week when we were doing the Wolves versus Tottenham game. It was absolutely fantastic because it was just goals every 5 minutes, action everywhere. We also had another match going on at the time. I think it was... Who the hell was it? It was Man United, wasn't it? I can't remember now, but there were 2 matches going on simultaneously. But unfortunately, when it comes to this, you know, the only reason why I'm streaming from a selfish point of view is because I've got a Sterling captain. But it is always nice to see what on earth is going on. Now, show me the Mane. Is it me or in most Premier League matches this season, nothing happens for at least 30 minutes? Yeah. Hakon Skarjum. Why doesn't Mahrez play? No idea. Kev, no. Kevin De Bruyne did not even make the bench, so it looks like it precautionary. Gabriel De Rock confirming that yes, it was Everton versus United. Of course, it was during the Wolves game. JC, 4 goals and nothing from Alonso. Should I be disappointed with 6 points? No, he's a defender. If you get a clean sheet from a defender, you should be very, very happy. Or happy anyway. Brew, who is here waiting for Steve-O to go? Wait! Hold on! Bruno goal. Well, Mr. Reed, a friend of mine, thinks that's what's going to happen. Right then, so thank you to SMZ. I'm going to see if this works. I bet it won't work.
See what Steve-O's wall looks like on the other side.
Hold on a minute. Right, this is going to be brand new to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Will this work? Oh, it's not going to... Right, hopefully this works. So this is going to be completely brand new to me as well. I'm going to bring it up on the screen. And let's see what SMZ has done regarding a funny video. Will it be on? I apologise, it's going to be a bit small. Let me see if I enlarge it, I just want to see what it looks like on screen. And I can't, obviously, I can't even play it like this. So let's just play this. Hold on a minute, let's go.
Because some people say that there's fist marks there's in that wall, and
Very, very good. I'm going to replay that. Hopefully this is going to work on the big screen. I don't think you'll see much.
See what Steve-O's wall looks like on the other side, because some people say that there's fist marks there's in that wall, and
have some of that. Very, very good. Very clever. I think I do better videos though. I think I do better videos, SMZ, but yours are better quality. Has anything happened yet? No. Had my headphones off for 40 seconds and still nothing's happened. Did anybody take my tip of 0-0? If anybody put 0-0 on, if anybody wants to put a bet on for me, put 0-0 on. Any profits you make, send it in. Pity's sake. But unfortunately, there is absolutely nothing happening in this. Do you know what? Let me just put that in. Because no one's going to come on live on air, so I may as well just have this on. Have the game fully in my ears, no one can hear what's going on. What's going on here? Daniel James playing it past Otamendi. But Daniel James just touched it past Otamendi, but just ran into Otamendi. Yeah, the Don, I put a bet on 1-0 City. You're not old enough. Zera making the point. Martial close but blocked by Otamendi. A dangerous free kick coming up from Manu. Of course, it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. See what I did there? Fred, though, is potentially could be taking it, but very, very unlikely. Here comes Bruno. Kev, I'll be able to answer that once this free kick's taken. And it's been put straight into the wall. Zera, very, very good. Wait a minute. Ooh, Fernandinho clearing it there. Kev was asking, what did the history suggest in this one? I can't answer that, but what I can give you is what the form suggested. The form suggested 1-0 to Man City. There we are, the Don. There we go, mate. Then again, it suggested 2-1 to Everton. Blimey. Been a terrible week for predictions. Absolutely terrible. Load of rubbish. Kev's thinking 1-1 to United. Yeah, mate. This game, the way United have set up, it's going to end 0-0. 1-0 either way. It's going to be awful. And to be honest with you, the game has been pretty pants from what I'm listening. It's not entertaining or anything. I may as well bring on Charlie. See what ASD. The referees though having a word with Williams over a challenge. Let's bring on Charlie. Hello, Charlie.
Afternoon, Steve. How you doing?
Are you watching the game?
I was watching a bit of it, but I was watching it on my phone on online website. But obviously, I'm on Discord on here now, so I can't watch it.
What are your thoughts on the game so far?
Yeah, it's been alright. I watched like the first 5 or 10 minutes, and I had to take the dog out, so I've literally just got back.
Well, I'm telling you now, that would have been more entertaining than this. Because this game so far, mate. I mean, what are you thinking on this particular fixture? The way Man United have set up with about 7 defenders, basically.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think they did it. They did it the last 2 games as well against Man City. Played the exact same formation. So yeah, I'm not surprised, but hopefully there is some goals, because otherwise it's just going to be rubbish. Especially.
Hold on a minute. Wait. Martial coming in there. Fernandinho trying to make a tackle, but Edison has gathered the ball. Martial, apparently, according to Dion Dublin, should have taken his chance.
Wow.
All he had to do was look up, pass it over to Fernandez, of all people. But
Wow.
Who have you got, sorry, particularly in this game?
I got Fernandez, that's it. I would have had KDB, but obviously he's out.
Disappointed with that, or did you expect that?
Yeah, I thought he might have at least been on the bench, but to be not even in the squad is pretty annoying, especially after my other asset that played earlier did nothing. So, yeah.
Did you watch the Chelsea game?
Yeah.
Tell us about
it.
We've got all day here, so tell us about it.
Yeah, Chelsea, it was literally it looked like a training game. Everton were awful, but Chelsea were just controlling the game. They were brilliant. Pedro, of all people, got like a massive haul. I don't know if anyone owns him. But yeah, Chelsea were just by far the better team. Ross Barkley playing well. Mount, Gilmore had a good game again. Yeah, Everton was shocking though. It didn't create hardly nothing. It was pretty terrible. I couldn't believe it. 4-0. Yeah, it's mad really. I think no one was predicting that.
Because of course you had Calvert-Lewin playing today, didn't you?
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin, yeah. Pretty annoying because he went off as well. I think he was just saving him for the Liverpool
when
game.
did he go off?
75th-ish minute.
Oh, not that right, so not too late then.
Yeah, it went like 59 minutes or anything like that. Yeah, they were so poor though, Everton. I couldn't believe it.
There was no Abraham on the bench, was there? So how did Giroud look?
Yeah, he was good. He was really good. Yeah, because literally on the bench there was all youngsters pretty much. They brought on an 18-year-old English player. I've never heard
Billy
of him
Gilmore.
Before. No, he started, but they brought on this other midfielder. They brought on some Albanian under 21 player.
Martial's just. Wait a minute. We've got a goal. Martial scored.
Martial
has scored.
He likes scoring against Man City. He scored already, hasn't he, against them this year?
Gone under the legs of Edison.
Wow.
Wait a minute. I think it's a Bruno Fernandes assist.
Really?
I think it's a Bruno Fernandes assist. Apparently, Bruno skipped past a few players. And yes, it is definitely a Fernandes assist.
Lovely. Thank God for that.
So Fernandes has got an assist. It is now 1-0 to Man United.
He's so good, isn't he, that Fernandes? He's so good.
I think it may have been a free kick. Yeah, it is. It's a nice assist from Bruno from the free kick. Cheers, Derop.
Wow, free kick. Man City's
defence.
defence.
Do you agree with this with Salah that everybody has Fernandes, or is he quite lowly owned? Well, not lowly owned, but
yeah, I'm not. I think a lot of people do have him, but it's not loads. I think the last time, I think a few days ago I checked, it was about 10% because he's already gone up 0.4, hasn't he, in price within like 3 weeks, a month, gone up 0.4 already. So yeah, I'm glad I got on him last week for the Everton goal. But I think he's a must. He just makes that
wait a minute.
team.
Sorry, Williams chipping it into Fernandes, and it's just been collected by by Edison. That's going to be ironic. That's going to be ironic, isn't it, Charlie? Williams playing today, and he'll get a clean sheet. The one time I don't flame him playing.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes, isn't it? It's weird because he was playing quite a lot, and then there was obviously Man United went to a flat back four, and when Shaw's fit, Williams don't play in a back four. He just plays in a back five.
Yeah, great. Damn. I've asked you once and I'll ask you again. Number one in the world, of course, captain in Sterling. Your quick thoughts on that?
It's pretty mad, to be honest. Number one captain in Sterling, because he don't really, especially away games, he don't really turn up in the big games. Sterling. So it's pretty. Obviously, it is a double game week, and it is obviously with you captaining this more because obviously you want to get a lot higher because you don't really want to be captaining like Salah, do you? You want to go a bit maverick.
Well, it was more the fact that, well, yeah, that is the case. It's a differential, and plus the fact that I brought him in for a -4. I may as well just captain the player that I brought in, and unfortunately for us, he's gone. And if you just stay quiet for a second, hopefully this will. Don't know if this will play or not. Oh, there is no sound. That's all right. Oh, good. There's no sound to that. Brilliant. There we are up on screen at the moment. It's that man, Martial, scoring the goal. I mean, of all players, Martial, someone that's been transferred out quite heavily, I would have thought, ahead of this double game week, Charlie.
Yeah, I'm surprised because he's got a decent. He scored against Man City. In
Sorry, Charlie. Hold on a minute. 2 seconds. Aguero has gone down. Something to do with his knee. Pep Guardiola's looking a bit concerned at the moment. He's being lifted to his feet.
That's not too bad then.
Well, you don't want to. Were you surprised also by the fact that Mahrez didn't start today?
Yeah, quite surprised. He had a good. He had quite a good game against United in the cup game. I think he scored. But there's just too many players to choose from in there with Man City. You know, it's always going to be rotation because you have to keep them all happy. You know, but yeah, I thought he might have started, to be honest with you, but he's obviously gone with because I thought he might have not started Foden and put Bernardo, in like the De Bruyne role and then played Mahrez on the wing. But obviously, fair play to him, he's playing Foden. So, but obviously for Mahrez owners, it's pretty annoying.
Do you think that it's a bit of a hindsight question now? But do you think that if United had bought Fernandes at the start of the season, do you think that they'd be in the top 4 now?
Yeah, definitely. He just makes him look so much better. Really, he's just, he's so good. Set pieces. He takes charge of the team. He's a leader. Like, just imagine if he was on penalties, because United missed a load of penalties as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
And his record, I think he's only missed one out of about 25 penalties. But yeah, he's just so good, isn't he?
Alexander Todorov, someone that's doing exceptionally well in the predictor game. And Alexander, if you want to tell us what your prediction was for this particular fixture, but he says, I sold Martial for Sarr to get Aubameyang. Was that stupid, Charlie?
Well, no, because Aubameyang, a lot of people did go for Aubameyang, didn't like. Even I went for Aubameyang. I just didn't captain him, but it's because of obviously a lot of people obviously get carried away with double game week, including myself with Aubameyang. But no, it's not stupid. It's just I think it's pretty logic. It's just I wouldn't have taken him out because of he's scored against United already. But obviously, if you want to get Aubameyang, then there's some players you have to take out to fund the move, don't you?
Alexander Todorov saying, I predicted 2-2. Already got 3 correct scores yesterday. Wow. Gravy Dave, Stevo, how do you think Fernandes will be? I'm assuming you mean how much do you think Fernandes will be next season? I would take a random guess at 9.5. Charlie,
I'd he's already gone up 4 now. I'd probably say 8.5 or 9. I don't think it'd be more than 9.
You don't think it'd be more than 9? Playing for
Nah,
United, the amount of assists and goals that he's got already.
Yeah, I think about 8.5 or 9. I don't think it'd be any more. If he's any more, then it'd be hard to have a team next year with the amount of the price. Like just imagine like next year, Salah will probably go up in price again. De Bruyne, his price got lowered, didn't it, because of
lack of minutes from the year before.
He'll probably go up again in price. So it'd be hard to get all these players in again next year. Bruno, De Bruyne, and Salah all in one team. Especially Trent, he'll be higher again. So it's going to be insane next year.
Well, wait a minute. Daniel James on the ball. Onto the edge of the box. Man United they've claimed a foul and they've got a free kick.
Come on, Fernandes.
Oh no, they don't have a free kick. They were claiming for a free kick. Hasn't been given. Now Wan-Bissaka's on the ball. Wait a minute. Oh, he's got past Zinchenko, crossed it in, but Otamendi's cleared it.
Wow.
But yeah, Bilal and John Harris are thinking 10 million for Fernandes next year.
10 million? Wow, if he's 10 million, then it's gonna be hard to have 3 really good midfielders if you want De Bruyne, Salah, and Fernandes.
I made this point to Jason yesterday that it wouldn't surprise me if Aubameyang scored against Man City but blanked against West Ham. Daniel Henry making the point, trust me, Aubameyang is a family guy who'll probably bang goals against Man City. They are missing Laporte, Charlie?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. West Ham, conceded a lot of goals and then because it's all they do, Arsenal, because obviously it's going to be a lot of Man City possession. All they do is like what pretty much Man United do when they play Man City this season, and Wolves. What Wolves done at the Etihad is just stick Pepe and Aubameyang on the halfway line and just through ball it, and Arsenal would batter them if they done that, I think.
Kev making the point here, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Man City just missing Kevin De Bruyne today so far. He's just such a world-class player.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing's happening. Don't worry. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, he's just such a... He's, probably the best midfielder in the world on current form. He's just so good and he makes everything tick. He can dribble past players. He does these passes which no other midfielder would do as well. And he is a massive miss.
Kev making the point though regarding Pepe. He obviously came in at the game at 9.5 million. So
yeah,
it's. I generally do think that Fernandes next season will be very sensible. We have these conversations every single year, don't we? And then we always end up with all the same teams certain players coming in cheaper than we expect, some more expensive. But this year, we all said that we're going to go 3-man Liverpool defence, but in the end, we all went Salah along with one of the 2 defenders in Trent, Van Dijk or Robertson.
Yeah.
How come Robertson didn't play today? Was it just rest or
He had an injury apparently.
injury?
Yeah, it said on the FPL game he had an injury. I think it was a hamstring or something. But yeah, it definitely had a yellow flag over him. So yeah, don't know when he'll be back. It's probably just a rest, to be honest with you. Hopefully he'll be back. Well, for people that own him, hopefully he'll be back soon.
Dara Brosnan. It seems like Pep wants to lose games. On a minute, Man United on the attack with Daniel James into the penalty area. Otamendi with a challenge, and he's now saying that Fred has dived, and now Man City have got a free kick in their own box. Yeah, Dara Brosnan saying that seems like Pep just wants to lose games. Jesus and Mahrez are easily more consistent than Sterling and Foden. Ridiculous by Pep starting Foden. He is way off the pace. Thoughts?
Yeah, I was surprised, really. In such a massive game as well. Like you said, you got Mahrez and Jesus. Yeah, I'm surprised at that. I thought Mahrez would have started. I don't know, because you can never know when Jesus and what Jesus is when he's going to play with Pep. You know, you just don't have a clue. It's just hell.
Well, hold a minute. Sorry, hold just 2 seconds, Charlie. They're talking about the radio that. Well, the commentary is saying that actually could have been a penalty, but it seems that VAR is backing Mike Dean there.
Oh, it's Mike Dean as well, is it? Oh my God.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it's gone to VAR. It looks like, yeah, Fred has been given the yellow card. Penko Karashlavov. Steve-O, how much will Mbappe be when he joins Liverpool?
He ain't going to Liverpool, no chance. It would be amazing. I'd love to see him in the Prem.
He'd be, what, 11 million?
Yeah, at
11.5? Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, he ain't going to be joining Liverpool, unfortunately. Yeah, it's like Alexander Todorov said, he won't join us we'll have to pay him £450,000 a week.
Yeah, he's on mad money. It's insane, really.
This is always a contentious question, but I'll ask you, Charlie. How much do you think Trent Alexander-Arnold will be next season? I reckon he's going to be 8.5.
Yeah, it has to be. He's just so good, and he.
The thing for me though is that the game has taken a turn. Well, you could argue for the worse or the better, because obviously for the worse, because they want a lot of people playing the game and a lot of casuals to be more involved with it. But
yeah,
there's also the fact that, well, hold on a minute here, hardcore players like us, for example, we want to have the game a lot more difficult, and 8.5 would be amazing. I just fear that FPL will just price them at 7.5 again, or just maybe at 8 at most. But what do you think on that? The fact that the game seems to be trying to, which I understand, appeal more to a casual audience rather than what used to be the hardcore player.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's going to be, because if, like we were saying with Fernandes, if he's going to be priced high and De Bruyne and Salah and Aubameyang, players like that, it's going to be hard to field a team with 100 million next year. A really good team. I think if they're going to put like players a lot more higher in price, then I think they should give us more budget.
Well, Sudo Geek is thinking 7.5 max for Trent. John Petter is asking, do you think Kevin De Bruyne will be available versus Arsenal?
I hope so.
Yes, I think he probably will be, but your guess is as good as ours. Now, I do agree with Bilal here, which is they should add value for central defensive midfielders by awarding points for interceptions and tackles, I reckon. I certainly think that, in fact, funny enough, Anurag here now, he made a point the other week on a stream that they should actually award bonus points to, specifically to give to to defenders. No, what was it? Goalkeeper/defenders, midfielders, and forwards. So you'd actually spread the bonus points across more players. What do you think on that? And more importantly, do you think that there should be a way in which the game should make it more accessible to be choosing people like, I don't know, Kante, for example, and Ndidi or whatever, by, for example, saying that for every 3 tackles they make, they get 1 point?
Possibly, because like you said, they are, world-class players, but obviously just not FPL assets. But yeah, they should. I reckon they should get like a point, or their bonus goes up a little bit. The BPS if they make 3 tackles or more, or something like that, just to add something, because you could easily have like Kante in, but if he was offered more points for tackles, then it would make it a lot better, because there'd be more players to choose from, because there are a lot of sort of CDM players that like to tackle a lot, and I can't see why not. It'd make it a bit more exciting, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah, so Anurag is making the point that it should be different. So basically, in the MLS fantasy game, goalkeeper defenders are given different bonus points. Midfield, they're all separate categories basically. Goalkeepers and defenders in one, midfielders and forwards. So yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. Good lad, Dre Zera will. He's been in the pub. Dre Zera's been in the pub. Watching the first half. He said he'll come onto the stream in a second. Well, Kev making the point here that it may increase the BPS, but that's not going to get them many bonus points when there's goals. No, there's not. But the thing is, Kev, is that what's the point in putting these players in if no one's going to buy them? Or more to the point, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having like these players in the game, because obviously they are actual real life players that play football, but no one's going to choose them. But if there was maybe if they lowered the price on these particular individuals, like for instance all defensive midfielders were 4.5, but that's the problem with the game though, is that they're trying to stop people from being easily able to have a 4.5 midfielder like Jorginho or Kante or whatever, and then you're able to bring in like the expensive midfielders as a simple example. I just think it's wrong, Kev. I just think that if you're going to have all these players in, you've got to give us a reason as to why we want to be bringing them in for our particular teams. And that is half time, everybody. It's 1-0 to Man United. I'll put it up on screen in a second. But yeah, Charlie, can you think of any other ways that the game could kind of allow us to, get these other additional players in that we've never ever considered bringing in?
I don't know. I don't think there's many more ways other than sort of like tackles, or unless they do what they do on the Sky one, is when they give you like a man of the match thing, bonus or something. Because on there, because obviously a lot of the time any player could get man of the match. Like today it was Gilmore. Gilmore got given man of the match by the commentator on the Chelsea game, so he would have maybe do that instead. Maybe that would add a bit to it, but I can't really think of much, to be honest.
Show me the Mane making this point here, and I've completely lost it, of course. It is this. Once I can scroll up a bit. I hope the prices are higher next season for FPL players so that everyone's team does not look the same and people have to work hard to find the difference. Right, my problem with that, Show Me the Man, is that it doesn't matter how expensive you make players. Unfortunately, due to the amount of people that have access to information, i.e. Twitter, YouTube, everybody just copies everybody. I mean, I don't know about you, Charlie, but I don't know. I just find that it doesn't matter what the pricing system is. People are all going to be having virtually the same teams anyway, give or take with the odd differential player here or there. I really do think, Show Me the Mane, that it has to come down to what kind of points are being allowed to be scored for us. So, for example, like I keep going on about, if defensive midfielders were given better opportunities to get more points, then maybe it could be better to have someone... I mean, ironically, number one in the world actually owns Matinho. Now, he's a very good player, and he does get the odd assist here or there. I think he's got something like 8 this season or whatever, but he's not consistent enough. However, if he was to get an extra bonus point for pass completion or something, it would, like, for instance, for every 5 passes completed or every 10 passes completed, a particular player in a particular position gets 1 bonus point. I don't know. What do you think, Charlie, on that? Like, do you think, like Show Me the Mane says, that higher prices mean that everybody's team's going to look different, or do you think they're all still going to be virtually looking exactly the same?
Yeah, I think they're pretty much still be the same, to be honest, depending on obviously what formation people play. But yeah, you'll still see the same players, you know, Salah, De Bruyne, you know, all these players. But obviously it will have to be a bit different, because I think next year, you know, like I said, De Bruyne is going to be a lot more. Salah, they probably had a 0.5 on his price tag. He'll be like 13 million next year. But yeah, they'll still pretty much be the same, wouldn't they? Really?
Do you think Salah's going to be 13 million next year? I think he may just stay the same at 12.5.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know, you never know.
Mane will go up to 12. I think Mane and I was going to say Steve. Mane and Salah will both be 12.5. I think next year.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know what they do, what they're gonna do. You know, people from the FPL hub, you just don't know what they're gonna do with price until, you know, all the list comes out of new player prices and prices for current players.
I do like this idea. Talking of Salah in chat saying. If you were to get 2 extra points if a goal scored outside the box. When was the last time a new rule, or in fact more to the point, a chip was introduced? Was it 3 seasons ago? When
I'm not sure. This is only like I've played the last 2 years, but that I was literally just doing that for like in work and not really focusing on rank. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long ago it was.
I think it was about, because it was when they introduced chips, it was all out attack, triple captain, and was it bench? Someone's anybody that's more of an aficionado for this game, let me know. But please let me know what the chips were before they changed all out attack to bench boost. I'd like to know, because when they brought the chips in, it was all quite fun and novelty, but I think they've just got a bit flat now, to be honest with you. I think that, well, funny enough, Bilal straight away, should they add additional chips next season? Yes. What
Definitely.
About a priceless chip? You have an unlimited budget for 1 week, so you can get whoever you want. Right. Yeah. So Boona saying free hit was introduced the same year all out attack was abandoned. Right, I see. All out attack was basically moved to free hit. Right, okay. What do you think on a chip being like, for instance, unlimited budget for 1 week, so you can get whoever you want? Or have you got any ideas on like a different chip?
Yeah, I think unlimited price could be good. I'm just trying to think.
Well, I do like Sultan Saeed's one. 2 captain chip. select 2 captains and 2 vice captains.
Yeah, that could be good as well. Yeah, definitely.
Chelsea Flyer asking, what was all-out attack? Basically, it just meant that you played a 2-5-3 formation. So basically, you just dropped a defender for a midfielder. Or it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you just end up playing a 2-5-3 formation. It wasn't exactly the most interesting of... blimey, we've got a special guest, Charlie. Wasn't exactly the most interesting of chips. Afternoon, Vince.
Hello.
As a United fan, you must be overjoyed.
Well, semi-overjoyed. I'm halfway there, and then I can enjoy it afterwards. But yeah, I'm happy with how it's going.
Are you watching the game?
Yes, of course, all the time.
Tell us about it.
Well, basically, I was just saying to some of the guys in Discord before, City are absolutely pants without De Bruyne, and I can't see them scoring. Well, I don't want to curse it, but I can't see them doing much the second half. But it's the first time since I can remember watching Man United where we've just controlled the possession and controlled the game totally, and City look like they've got nothing at the moment.
How's Sterling performing on the eye test?
Oh, mate, you can't blame me about that. That's your choice to take out Mane. But if Sterling's looking, he's had maybe 3 or 4 touches. That's about it, really. But I assume Sterling will be good against Arsenal because he's got a good record against them.
Obviously, yesterday you captained Jota.
Yeah.
Right, come on. You were expecting 3 or 4-0. Obviously, it didn't end that way. How do you feel about that now?
Well, I had them both on. I had your stream on and I had the game on. And as soon as you said Dan Ball captain them, I just gave up.
Yeah.
I carried on watching it, but I was like, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, because of Dan.
Yeah, I don't want to blame you, Dan. Sorry, mate. But yeah, it was just like that, basically.
Where are you in the Cash Mini League at the moment, mate?
About 58.
You're still hovering around that.
Yeah, all season long, really. But Bruno's bringing the sauce, so hopefully I can make some rises. I'm actually thinking to go double United, so when Pogba's back, I'm going to go Pogba and Bruno, I think.
Pogba?
Yeah.
He ain't coming back.
It's better than Ozil.
When's he going to be coming back? Yeah, exactly. When's he going to be coming? Never.
He's back in training next week, mate. So he should be playing
in the final game of the season, yeah. For his waving goodbye to everybody, saying cheers for the millions of pounds you've given. Yeah. You don't mean that, Vince, surely?
Yeah, I took.
Yeah?
He'll be back for Tottenham. He'll be making Bruno and Brew cry salty tears. And then he'll be full steam ahead, really. Those two pushing forward. And now we're really pressing as a team because of Bruno. I can see him getting loads of points. He wants to get his fitness up for the Euros. So is it the Euros or the World Cup? I can't remember.
The Euros, yeah. Well, going back to the Wolves game, and just in general, though, how did Wolves actually look versus Brighton? Was it really as dire as the 0-0 suggested?
Yeah, I mean, Brighton actually played pretty well, actually. To be fair, I zoned out and I was pretty much listening to your stream rather than watching the game, but it was a pretty drab 0-0, so yeah, nothing much happening there.
Disappointed in Aubameyang?
No, I'm happy because everyone captained him, so I'll just take the hit there, and I'm glad he didn't do much.
Yeah, same here, really.
Coming straight out of my team.
You're not thought about, talking of doubling up with United, not thought about doubling up Fernandes with Martial?
Yeah, Martial's good, but you just get an extra point for a midfielder, and the midfielders are creating everything, so the ball can go out to the left or the right. And not saying Martial's going to get on the end of everything, but if I got the two midfielders producing everything, then I'm going to got assists from one of the two, I think.
No, Finch, we've been having a discussion about this particular game and the fact that we feel that it does need something needs to happen regarding making defensive midfielders, centre midfielders, whatever, more appealing. Have you got any thoughts on this subject matter, or do you think that the game is, fine as it is?
No, CDM should just get an extra point for a clean sheet, so they get 4 instead of 3, and I think that'll introduce maybe people bringing them in.
So essentially, they get 2 points.
Yeah, yeah.
But, well, Kev was making a point there, but surely then the game would have to reclassify certain players.
No, they're just midfielders, but only the CDMs. Oh yeah, you'd have to reclassify all the
exactly,
CDMs.
yeah. That's
just adding a D in between the C and the M. How hard can that be?
Yeah.
Do you not think though maybe like for if they were to recategorize players or to categorize players, maybe having defensive midfielders, they get an extra point for every 3 or 4 tackles they make, or
like a goalkeeper. I don't know. They could end up on like 8 points, and I think that's a bit ridiculous. Like some of these goalkeepers, if they make 8 or 9 saves in the game,
how
they get
often does
11
that
points
happen?
or something. Well, I don't know. Leno didn't do too badly yesterday.
Yeah, McCarthy, he would have been on like 16 points.
But
He was on 16 points.
But these are completely like random moments during the season where certain players pick up double-digit scores. These 2 players picked up 3 bonus. McCarthy, of course, getting a penalty save. But I just think that certain positions within the game just seem to punish us for owning them in a way. But I don't know. I mean, have you got any ideas on like different chips that could be used?
Well, I always wanted them to do like a planner, so you put in your team and then you can make changes for the next, say, 4 game weeks going forward, and it doesn't affect your team going out or your scores. It's just basically a planner, and you can set your moves in advance, and you can see the team set before you.
Huh? What? Sorry,
so
that's completely gone over my head. Well, say that again.
So say you make your moves and you're planning 4 weeks in advance. You can bring these players in, so you'll have a planner up until game week 29, 30, and then you can just go into whichever 4 weeks in advance and make as many moves as you want to see if you can afford them or how it's going to work out. It's like a diary.
What, as a chip?
Not as a chip, just it's a planner. So it's like an extra button, and you can make some moves. And
Right, Right, I understand. To help you, like you said, help you decide moving forward. Well, a certain fantasy forum site actually has that anyway. So
yeah, but I mean, I'm not paying for that. But
oh, I see.
What I would say is that FPL is a big problem because we're the dedicated people who are addicted to it and put a lot of time into it, but they don't seem to do any work or seem to care. It's a really big business, or it could have the potential to be really big money-making tool. But the Premier League just concentrate on getting money in and for the Champions League and sponsors, and they don't concentrate on it. So I can't see them doing anything, to be honest.
Well, you say that, but the fact that they've gone into the world of YouTube and they've actually got their own show and everything, and they do have guests from the YouTube community, I don't know. I think they're trying to... well, in fact, I know for a fact they're tapping into the YouTube market, so I think they may... potentially, not next season, maybe the season after that, may actually be thinking, you know what, maybe these people do have something to add value to this particular game. But again, the problem is that they're just after the casuals.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Vince, are you going to be sticking around, or do you want to clear off to watch the second half?
Yeah, no, I can't do the 2 things at once. So if, one time the stream will stop or something. Yeah, may catch you if you're on afterwards, but...
No worries at all. Cheers, Vince. Speak to you soon.
Cheers, mate.
See you later,
guys. See you later, Johnny.
Bye, Vin.
Oh, Dre's there. Dre's there is here. Dre, how was your pineapple juice?
The pineapple juice was quite scrumptious, to be honest. It was good. Really went down well with the 3 McCoys, I dare say. Now I'm going to put on the game on my phone with that good old-fashioned 40-second delay.
Oh, you're still... oh, you're watching it on a streaming site. Wait a minute. Wait, stop. Oh, Bernardo Silva playing it... sorry, Sterling playing it through to Bernardo Silva, the offside.
Chelsea flyer.
Ooh, Chelsea.
Watching it,
and it has actually... sorry, it did actually get put into the back of the net, but obviously it was ruled offside.
Ooh.
So that could have been an assist. Well, it would have been an assist.
Yeah, assist, captain as well.
And it's actually gone to VAR, would you believe? Flaming Nora.
Oh, imagine that.
Oh,
That'd be
Christ.
decent.
City putting up a picture of Sterling as well. So, the question... Hold on a minute here. It's gone to VAR. It's been all lined up now. Now, hold on a minute. They're actually checking to see if this goal will stand. But it's been ruled as the correct decision.
That's correct, is it?
And the ridiculous thing is that they've got a tannoy with a woman saying, the correct decision has been made. Disallowed goal. Wait! Stop! Wait a minute! Martial was put through, but a mistake by Edison.
Wow. Martial. I guarantee you loads of people got rid of him as well for Fernandes. And it could be the game where Martial goes pretty mad.
Yep, it looks offside to me by half a foot.
Trey, we've had more action in the last 30 seconds than we did the whole of the 45 minutes. What on earth's going on? Have Man City just come out the traps and gone to hell with this?
Yeah, they got him, haven't they? They can't lose in the derby.
Good God. Yeah, Edison making a great challenge on Martial.
Oh wow! I just saw it. Basically, Edison miscontrolled the ball. And Martial pounced on it. He was literally 1 yard away from goal, and Edison just cleared it off just in time.
Wow!
Oh my goodness! Absolutely crazy.
Crazy.
Well, I've come at the right time, haven't I?
Say that again, Dre.
I've come on at the right time, Steve-O? We've got some excitement. We've got Mr. Charlie Chris Baggett here, and we've got you on there as well, Steve-O.
Well, let's just hope that Man City... Well, let's be honest here. If Sterling can actually do something, he's up on screen at the moment, because the reality is that as an Edison captain, as a Sterling captain, obviously I'm wanting him to do something, but I'm sure, Charlie, that me and Jason have just jinxed every single match we've ever streamed.
Yeah, I was watching the stream yesterday, and you were both saying that. It's like we've just jinxed it. All the games when we stream, but yeah, it was just crazy, especially yesterday. Just rubbish, wasn't it? No.
Well, I was listening. I listened back to it this morning, and don't get me wrong, like the conversation's fine, the actual flow of the show goes, but it's so weird because when you do these shows live like we're doing right now, and this sounds really weird, but it's like all you want is just action.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't happen, it's like, blimey, this is a struggle. But when you listen back and you have hindsight into what's going on, it's fascinating. It's absolutely
definitely.
Because you pick on like things that certain individuals say, and they're like, "Yep, that happens. No, that doesn't happen." And
yeah, especially Jason. He said, "What was it? It was about the Newcastle game." He was like, "Yeah, St. Maximum's going to score."
Oh yes.
And then he goes and scores.
Yeah.
And he said something else as well. But yeah, it's pretty funny as well when you was eating a packet of McCoys every time there was a goal and there was hardly no goals.
4 packs of crisps I ate. 4 packs of crisps. Man City just on the counter-attack with Bernardo Silva, but unfortunately it's been cut out. And Dre Zera, are Man City really missing Kevin De Bruyne that much? Do you think it'd be a different story if he was playing?
I feel with Kevin De Bruyne, they're missing a bit of creativity in the middle of the park, because with Rodri and Gundogan, they're both very defensive-minded, and Foden, even though he's a bit creative, he's still very young, and he doesn't have the physical stature that Kevin De Bruyne has in comparison to Foden.
What's that say? Gravy Dave, Steve, when are you planning on free hitting? Think I'm going to do it in Gameweek 31. I don't want players, but I don't want players like Deeney, etc. So why would you want a free hit in Gameweek 31 then? I mean,
Nothing wrong with Deeney. He's an alright lad.
I wouldn't be free in game week. I'd rather. Do you know what? I'd rather just take whatever players I've got. Great, Dave, and just leave it as it is. That's pretty much what I'm doing. I may do what Charlie does and may bring in Martial again. Trezera, all I'm hearing is Martial's name. Why?
Haunting you, Steve-O, haunting you. I'm seeing. I'll tell you in 30-something seconds what Martial has done. That's the one thing I miss about the pub. Because I'm watching this on Sky Sports Mobile. The pub was like real time, but obviously I couldn't be on air with all the loud humbug and all the pint drinking lovely individuals whilst I sip on my pineapple.
Bilal, well, I'm not streaming tomorrow. Jason isn't. I don't think Jason will be streaming tomorrow. But I believe, Charlie, the Llama Lounge is going on, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd be good. It's always good. I recommend anyone if they haven't been tuned into the Llama Lounge, then do it. It's a good laugh. Everyone's there. I think the last was it the Man City and West Ham game? There was about 20 of us in there. Pretty good, everyone just having a laugh, banter, which players are, doing well.
Didn't you do it during a Chelsea game as well?
Sorry?
Didn't you do it during a Chelsea game as well?
What a Llama Lounge?
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Am I going mad here? Because I'm sure
What,
Davey
me?
P was talking about Pedro during the game.
No.
No?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh, maybe I'm going mad. But yeah, go on, Charlie. Just essentially tell the audience what the Llama Lounge is, then.
Yes, it's pretty much just like you're pretty much now, just everyone talking about the game, everyone giving their opinions, a lot of banter going on, and yeah, just everyone getting involved really, just having their say, and yeah, it's good to join the Discord and get into the Llama Lounge, and obviously the chance to come on live like myself and Dre are doing now. Definitely recommend it.
How do they get involved? How specifically do they get involved?
Basically just get into Discord and then get in the waiting room. Llama pull you on, and then everyone just sort of stops, and after they've said something, and then someone else will say something, and there's a lot of laughter and banter, and yes, it's just all good really, all good stuff.
Phil Foden with an effort there, tipped over by De Gea.
God.
Alright, I know Dre Zera's not going to see this for another 20 seconds or so, but Dre Zera, you're going to be in for a bit of a treat there. Apparently a hell of a cracking shot.
Yep, I'll let you know when it happens. Has any subs been made? I only just got home when I came on stream, and no subs have been made.
No subs have been made whatsoever. It's as we were.
Okay, all right. Pass is going in. Ooh, yes. Foden shot from say 30 yards, 35 yards, that kind of range. It was straight at De Gea, but it did get tipped over the bar. A nice shot by Foden there.
Tracer, I've got two questions for you. One of them's personal. It's nothing bad. One of them's personal. The other one's a bit of fun. The one that's a bit of fun that I'll ask is we've just been asking about like different chips that the game could genuinely bring in. Thier making a point, a chip where you could use more than 3 players from any team. For example, have you got any thoughts on a chip to be added or put into the game?
So I was listening in during the first half of this question, I was thinking to myself the same thing. I thought of a chip of basically a banked rollover chip where you can add £50 million or an X amount of money to your kitty. So you can basically, if you want, and you can spend money on players just for that 1 week. but then you lose. But then you have to. Then you lose that extra money. So it's a 1 week extra money only.
It does seem, Charlie, that a lot of people seem to be more about like being able to having extra players from extra teams or being able to have extra budget and stuff. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I can't see why not. It'd make it a bit more exciting. Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. Why not? You know, it gets a bit boring sometimes, doesn't it, when it's just the same chips and nothing new is really added.
I think it will I think more things will happen if more Premier League teams would challenge the top 4 or top 6. Then I think you'll have a change, because then.
Wait a minute, Drazera, sorry, we're going to have a double substitution here. Jesus is going to be coming on. Well, Aguero's coming off. That's not even 60 minutes. Jesus is coming on for Aguero.
I wonder if he's injured.
Mahrez is coming on.
Oh, Mahrez.
And Bernardo Silva's coming off.
Oh, unlucky Chelsea flyer.
Chelsea flyer, I'm sorry, but
minutes.
Gravy Dave saying Aguero 59th minute.
Mason Mount came off in the 59th minute as well.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
wow.
So Mahrez is on the pitch. So 3 very speedy players up front with Mahrez, Sterling and Jesus then.
Wow.
Does make you wonder, do these managers play FPL in real life?
Well, funny you say that. On the, I don't know who it was, but the Manchester United PA announcer actually said in his tweet about the fact that Kevin De Bruyne is out, he said that it's a bit gutting for FPL players. And I was just like, what? That's just crazy. Just a random tweet to put out from the Manchester United player. Shano, Sterling stays on, Steve. Can he score or assist? No. Shano, you watched this. You've been with us since God knows how long. For crying out loud, anybody that I captain just fails. So, unfortunately, it's a fail. But the thing is, Shano, is like when you see like number 1 in the world has captained him along with Magnus Carlsen and flaming someone that was 7th in the overall rankings, you just kind of think, you know what, maybe I'm onto something, but evidently not. But they've still got Arsenal.
You never know. There's still plenty of time in this game as well.
I mean, it looks like Sterling might play the full 90 with Man City making the double sub, so you never know.
Daily Llama saying that Aguero's getting his knee/thigh iced up. Llama, seeing as you're here, can you let us know if you're doing the Llama Lounge tomorrow, please? People do want to know if there is going to be a Llama Lounge.
Yep, can confirm. I'm just seeing the ice being taped up now. I'm looking at it right now.
It's because of his knee. The Aston Villa Cup final, I think it was the Aston Villa left back Matt Targett. He studded his knee and he cut his knee open, I think, or something along the lines. So that could be a worry.
That was Aguero, yeah.
Yeah, Aguero, yeah. So that's probably why he's coming off his knees. But it would be good for. It'd be so much easier. I don't want to wish injury on anyone, but it'd be so much.
Sorry, I know. I'm watching it on a slight delay, but Otamendi flashed a header wide from a corner. So Otamendi close again.
You've got him, haven't you, Steve-O?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's conceded, so. Wait a minute. Hold a minute. Sterling on the ball. I've actually heard Sterling's name. Chips onto Mahrez. But Luke Shaw's coming with a challenge. But now Man United on a counter-attack.
Come on, Fernandes.
Crossing into Martial of all people, but Fernandinho clears it. Drazera, again, Martial, is he someone on your radar? Has he been on your radar? Has he been in your team? What's going on?
So I had Martial right at the start of the season, I believe, but I think I actually wild carded him out when he had that injury in game week 4, I believe. But I definitely will tell you this: Bruno Fernandes is definitely on my radar. Oh, and also, Steve, what was that personal question you wanted to ask me?
Oh yeah, good point. Before I get on to that, Daily Llama saying there will definitely be a Llama Lounge tomorrow. So everybody, there will be a Llama Lounge tomorrow evening during the Leicester versus Aston Villa game. No, I was just interested to know why you stopped drinking. If it's a bit dark, you don't need to go into detail.
No, you're all right. I'll tell you guys. So in 2016, after a 2-week binge in Japan, as you do, I thought to myself, I was in the early stages of me performing my poetry and all that kind of stuff. Because I've been doing poetry performing, and I'm a published writer as well. Got my own book in it. So I decided, because I'm going to be performing at all these places, I feel that I wasn't ever addicted at all, but I feel like if I carried on, it might have go that way. So that's why I made the conscious decision to live the sober orange juice life.
Oh wow! So it wasn't like from the point of view where for say someone like myself who was drinking a lot and just decided this is just not good for me whatsoever. I wasn't an alcoholic or anything, but the point being is that I just decided, I went straight edge for, the band Bleeding Through, don't you, Drezo?
Yeah, I know the band Bleeding Through.
Yeah, back in the 2004-5 era. Say that again.
Song by them. Sorry, I was just going to say my favourite song from Bleeding Through is a song called "Death Anxiety." That's a killer track, I dare say.
What album's that? I went off Bleeding Through, but what album's that from?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's one of the earlier works from that time. I think it came out in 2007, I believe, but I'll just double check on my lappy top.
What's it called, sorry?
Death Anxiety is the track. Is a very popular song by Bleeding Through.
Bleeding Through, Death... Oh, wait a minute. Because I now want to hear what it sounds like. Bleeding Through, Death... By the way, everybody, you are listening into the coverage of Man United versus Man City, but unfortunately the game is that bad that I don't really care. To be honest with you, this is more interesting. Bleeding Through, Death Society...
The Death Anxiety.
Anxiety, right.
Yeah.
Let me just quickly listen to this. Oh, it's off that album. Oh, I hated that album.
I feel that was kind of the diamond in the rough from that album.
But, to be fair, apparently, well, there's no apparent about it, the singer, that's his, Brandon Chipetti, that's his favourite album that they did. So, he said
it was the album that got them on the map, though. Oh, a random note. Are you a fan of the band Aborted?
My brother is. I'm not into that style of death metal, unfortunately. But I am told they're amazing live.
Yes, they are. I've been told. My friend, he's a big fan of Aborted, and definitely see them live. I was just going to say they released a new track on their YouTube or their record label on YouTube yesterday. I think it was alright actually.
Who is your favourite band?
Well, in terms of bands that I like listening to, I like Metallica, I like Trivium. In terms of bands that I have seen live, I've seen Love Bites twice. I've seen Parkway Drive once. I've seen quite a few bands.
When did you see Parkway Drive?
I saw them at the Roundhouse in 2011 in London.
Who were they? Were they headlining or supporting?
I think they were headlining. I have no idea who was. The Roundhouse in London. Yeah.
2011. I've pretty much seen Parkway Drive, give or take, every time they've come to this country. But God, I'm trying to think who they would have been touring with. But maybe that was when they released their. Oh, it was that horrible album. They released, was it Deep Blue, wasn't it? And then they released, was it Atlas?
I think Atlas came in 2012, I believe. I I don't think Charlie can help us out here, but yeah,
No.
2012 it came out. Yeah.
I just, I really do appreciate the fact that Parkway Drive have gone down a route of, you know, they've become huge. I mean, the fact they're playing Wembley is absolutely nuts. But I can't stand them anymore. I can't stand them. Just not, and the fact that, you know, they're charging. Wait a minute. Williams has slipped over. Maris is through. Oh, it's a right-footed ball swept across the 6-yard box, but Jesus couldn't fall to it. I'm sure Dre's will be able to tell us about that in about 30 seconds' time.
All right, I'll have a look.
Because, like I said, everybody, this is we are trying to cover it.
How bad of a game.
Say that again, mate.
I can't believe how bad of a game it is. Sounds.
Oh, they should have switched the games. Imagine watching the Chelsea Everton game instead.
Well, I'd rather be doing that. I'd rather have done that because at least then I would have been able to be in bed by now. No, but yeah, they're we're talking like. Wait a minute, Sterling into the penalty area, but. Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at the prices for Wembley for Parkway Drive right now. Have a look.
120 quid I saw some tickets at. 120 quid for Parkway Drive. Get stuffed. It's awful. I don't care if you're playing Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, they just charge a lot.
I saw Love Bites for a tenner, so you know I don't know who's winning here, guys. And now they're signed to Nuclear Blast Records, so they're only going to go up
Have
to
they
about
really?
2030.
I'm not going to I'm not going to proclaim to know their stuff, but when I watched the video that you put of them, I just laughed my head off. Not in a negative way, but in a you've got what country are they from? Japan.
They're Japanese.
Wait a minute, sorry. James against Otamendi. He beats Otamendi, shoots on the angle, and Ederson palms it away. And of course, Martial's name is mentioned again. Why isn't he passed the ball to Martial, Drezer? I know this is not going to be happening for you for another minute, but Otamendi apparently with great defending. That doesn't help me. He's still conceded.
I wonder if he will be on bonus. I doubt it though. But
no, of course he won't. He'll be all Manchester United.
Yeah.
In fact, Charlie, you'll be able to do us something now. Why don't you check, Charlie, what the bonus is at the moment? That'll get you something to do.
Give me 2 secs. Fixtures. Right.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, Daniel James. What was he doing?
So the bonus at the moment is Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof on 24. So basically on 3. De Gea, Martial on 2.
De Gea?
Maguire, yeah. And Maguire on 1.
Brilliant. De Gea? But
yeah.
Man City have done nothing.
Yeah, I know. De Gea's made 2 saves, that's it. So, yeah.
So Daniel James, basically, he should have crossed to Martial, but instead he just laced his boots and went straight to Ederson. Passing it to Martial should have been easier.
I think this tweet from a challenge. Sorry, I just read something there. I think this tweet from Man United sums everything up. Anthony Martial is in the mood.
I just need Bruno to. I want Bruno to score.
Well, you got you an assist, Charlie. You know you can't be too greedy.
Yeah,
it's better than nothing.
I need to be pushing up the rank.
No, that's true. That's very true. Where are you now in the Cashmere League?
I think I'm still on the same position. I think like 7, but it's going to be hard to catch the top 4, which I'm aiming for because
Block's moved up to. I don't know if you heard. Block's moved. Well, you've probably seen. He's moved up to 5th.
Yeah, he's on fire, and he played his bench boost. Of course, he had McCarthy. of course, he had about a billion clean sheets, and yeah, it's going to be tough to catch.
Yeah, you're about
that.
70 points off 4th.
Yeah, it's going to be. I've got my free here. If I need to play that right, I need to get a good for the bench boost. That's my 2 chips I got left.
So you've got bench boost and free hit.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head, for somebody that's doing, let's be honest, you're still doing exceptionally well, 78,000th. But the important thing is the cash mini. Do you have a plan of when you're going to be doing that using the chip at all?
Probably free hit 37. Bench boost can be any time really. I don't even mind if it's not even a double game week, because what is it, game week 34? There might not even be a double game week. It might be. I was watching James from
Planet FPL.
Planet FPL, and he was saying the other day that there might not even be a massive or a double game week in 34. It might just be all in like later. So bench boost can be any time, depending on how good, because I need to fix my bench to do it. But if there's a good fixture for most people, then I'll just play it. Done. And then free hit 37 for game week 31. I'll probably just try and get 9 players for that. So free transfers. So yeah.
Dread FPL obviously joined us yesterday. He said if City lose, and I've completely forgotten about this, we'll only need another 6 points to win the league. But I thought that, they needed 3 more wins. But if they lose today, then it will be 2 more wins, won't it?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah. William. A minute. Oh, I don't believe it. Mahrez has just put it through. Sterling stretching out. Hold a minute. Jesus has got the ball again. Sterling so close with a blasted damn equaliser.
I'm just glad my captain's already played. I hate it. I hate it when you're watching a game and you've got your captain and he hasn't done anything so far, and it's just the time just goes on and on. And on. No. Yeah.
Especially in a game like this. Apparently Sterling's so disappointed in himself. He's still lying. I mean, Dre's area. You'll be able to tell us in a second.
Sterling! Why did if any connection from Sterling? That would have been the equaliser. Wow. And then from that Jesus shot, Edison save, it's spilled over, but nobody touched it. It's looking like Man City is trying to rack it up, and Man United looking like they're going to be on the counter attack, as in playing the sucker punch football.
Yeah, they love that's the only thing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knows, isn't it? It's the counter attack, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Bilal, yes. Williams is on my bench, but I was never going to play him. Gabriel De Rock, just have a vodka shot, Stephen. Nah, mate. I've had enough. I'd rather eat crisps. To be honest with you. But unfortunately... now we're getting a substitution. Mendy is coming on for Zinchenko. For Zinchenko.
Well,
that's interesting.
That's good for you, Stevo, because it means that Sterling's guaranteed to play the full 90 now.
What, and get me nothing?
He just needs to score.
Well, if he was to score, then his bonus points could shoot through the roof, but it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, because that's the thing, the bonus points aren't that, because I think the highest for United... Let me just quickly check again. Let me refresh it, see what's going on.
Now, Williams is coming off.
He's coming off?
Williams is coming off. And Auntie RCL's coming off.
What?
Oh. This is some high-quality tactic.
McTominay's coming on, and I'm assuming a Garlo.
Odione Gallo.
Wait, that would mean that Man United is playing forward at the back or something like that. Because they've got rid of a defender.
Yeah, 4 at the back.
Unless they want to put McTominay in a central defence.
Well, apparently, according to Reddit, they're saying that they're playing still a 3-5-2. Apparently. That's what they're saying on the radio.
Who's left back then? Oh, yeah,
well, apparently, no, hold a minute. Sorry, stop. Wait a minute. No, Agallo hasn't come on and Daniel James is staying on the pitch. So he's just said there, Darren Fletcher's just said that Daniel James is going to be the highest furthest forward. Let me just get it up on Twitter to clarify this. I'm sure Drazera, you'll be able to tell us now.
Bailly's coming on. Bailly and McTominay. Eric Bailly is coming on.
So what's that? 9
just now.
That'd be like what? 9 defenders and Bruno Fernandes and Daniel James.
That's mad. That is insane. Oh my
God.
For all those OGs listening here, if you remember the 2002 World Cup, England versus Brazil, we literally had like 10 men behind the ball and Michael Owen up front or something. It's a bit like that.
I tell you what, I might try and get a United defender in soon if Ollie's because they've been doing alright defensively, haven't they? Really, United, and their defenders are quite cheap-ish, like 5.
Well, that's why I've got Williams, but it's just so frustrating that when I got him in, I thought, you know what, he's performing really, really well. Solskjaer seems to like him, and then of course the second I bring him in, that's when Solskjaer drops him.
Yeah, he drops him. Yeah.
And they've had about 1,000 clean sheets since then.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Luke Shaw.
Yes, absolutely. John Laverne, as Steve-O would say, load of rubbish, absolute waste of time, and I'm an Aguero captainer, by the way.
Oh, no.
Look, it looks like Daniel James is playing up front.
He captained Aguero and he only got 1 point.
Well, you think that's bad. James is saying, my mini-league rival, triple captain Kevin De Bruyne. By the way, James, he ain't going to get a 1 point cameo. He's not playing at all. So, James, that's 0 points.
So he's basically hoping for the Arsenal game then for him to play and get another 19-pointer.
Everybody in the comments, give Steve-O good luck. Type S in the comments to give Sterling the power to get a return.
They don't want him. They don't want him to.
Type S in the comments.
They don't want him to do anything. They're all rivals.
What is that? Let's spread the love, guys. Let's see if we see a lot of S's in the comments.
Cheers, Bilal. He's giving me a Z. Oh, this is correct. Pity's sake. Christophe Demure, triple captain in a player that's flagged. That's just madness. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Gravy Dave, he's a rival. Nah. Pity's sake. Dracer.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Manchester United on the attack at the moment with James. Daniel James, not James in chat, but Daniel James. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's a quick question for you, Drazer. What's been the best gig you've ever been to, or like a memorable gig off the top of your head?
So I'll tell you this very quick story. So I'm also a massive fan of this Japanese band called the Gazette. But to see them live for the first time, I had to go to Paris, right? So I used to work in the catering industry in 2016, and I basically swapped some shifts around. So I went to Paris for only 16 hours, and then I came back.
Hold on a minute. The story needs a bit more detail. How did you get to Paris?
I got to Paris via the Eurostar.
Right. Okay.
And then I got there. I got to Paris at 5 p.m. Got to the gig for 6 p.m. Band started at 8. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. Then I realised I had nowhere to stay, so I just chilled at this night, writing poetry and drinking orange juice until until 4 a.m. Slept outside the Pali Honor train station at 4 a.m. The doors open at 6 a.m. Got on the Eurostar back at 8 a.m. Got back home at 11 o'clock in the morning and then went to work at 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
And then that was an overnight shift. So the whole experience was a very fun experience for me. So
yeah, that's
yeah.
the key, isn't it? It's all about the experience. Of Shano, mate, Foo Fighters are too commercial. We want to talk about underground death metal. We're not interested in commercial rubbish like Foo Fighters. Christophe Demure, Soundgarden in 1995. Get lost. Rubbish.
I mean, yeah, the good thing is the Gazette are very, very, very popular in Japan, but they're only just now in the last 5-6 years really getting popular kind of worldwide. They've just done, I saw them twice, so the second time was actually last year.
What is it with Asian-based bands that you like so much? What's the deal here? And what's your thoughts on baby metal?
Well, here's the thing. Baby metal, I don't mind them, but I wouldn't see them live because it's gone a bit too commercial for me, if that makes sense. They don't have that kind of like grotty kind of grit, in my opinion. And the Japanese bands is kind of coincidental because I like Japanese bands, but I also like all kinds of bands basically. But also when Japanese bands come to England, they're actually on the cheaper side in terms of admission fees, so convenient, you know.
Well, hold a minute. Surely that's down to the venue's discretion more than the band, no?
Well, when they usually perform at Camden, if you know, they tend to be a bit more generous with prices compared to, let's say, Wembley or Islington, etc.
Because every gig that I seem to go to just seems to be the standard price of about 15 quid, no matter who.
Oh yeah. I get what you mean. Yeah. But I get what you mean. I think Parkway Drive for me back in 2011 was like 25, but the Roundhouse is a bit of a pricey venue compared to the others in London.
Roundhouse is it's an alright venue, isn't it? It's not too bad.
It's alright. It's alright. I think I actually prefer the Underworld or the Electric Ballroom because it's so like.
Ballroom's good. The sound there is fantastic.
Ooh. Yeah, and credit to the Gazette because I saw the Gazette the second time last year at the Ballroom, and it was actually getting very humid. So they stopped for a little bit, and they got their crew to spend 10 minutes like giving people like cups of water to everyone. Well, that was good on them.
Oh, nice. Most of the bands I flame and see absolutely useless. Shano. Do you like Slipknot? In fact, I've got their tattoo. I've got their logo. I'll show you now. You may have seen it. I don't think I'll be able to. There it is there. You can see on screen. There's this Slipknot S there on my arm. Got that ages ago. But I don't like. They're not really my style of music anymore. Not really my. John Laverne, Oath of Cruelty. Never heard of them. Sorry.
So Charlie, what's the favourite band that you used?
I've never watched the band. I've been to festivals, but I haven't watched the band.
What style of music, Charlie? Though.
Drum and bass.
Oh
rap,
right, okay.
Stuff like that, yeah.
And what festivals have you been to? And did you like the experience?
Yeah, it was mad. To be honest, I can't really remember most of it. I was pretty off my face, to be honest. Yeah, I went to Glastonbury 4 years ago. That was amazing.
Oh yeah,
that was amazing. I knew someone that lived quite close, and they got me a ticket. That was lucky. And just other drum and bass festivals is pretty mad. It's just everyone just goes, everyone's drinking. You know, it's mad. It's just mental.
I'm off to Download Festival for the first time ever in a few months.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Ooh, I've only been once, which was in 2005, and me personally, I personally didn't like it. It's not for me. It's the I don't know. It just did nothing for me. Oh, you there, Dre? You're going to have to repeat all that, Dre.
And also,
say that all again, Dre,
Sorry,
because you've just cut out.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Do you want to just say all that again about download?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. So
hold on. Sorry. Stop. Hold on. We've got Fernandez is coming off.
Oh,
and
what?
And Igalo's coming on.
Taking Fernandez doing?
They've got a strike.
Yeah, they've actually got a striker on.
Everybody press X in the comments if you own Fernandez.
Is he feeling alright, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
What's going on?
What? What is he doing? What formation is he playing now? Like 8-1-1 or something?
No, his formation is 9-1.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yep, coming off. Bruno is doing a very light walk. Crowd ovation. They're all clapping for him. Yep, he's taking his time.
At least he got an assist and added point for clean sheet. Thank God.
In answer to Dread FPL and Christoph, Sepultura and Skin Dread. Look, mate, you're talking 1999, 2000. Clear off. Get up to date. This is 2020. But sorry, Dre, you were saying about Download Festival. What makes you want to go this year?
So basically, I have a best friend called Lottie that I've known since I was a kid. By the way, broken circuit board. PM me for more details. But anyway, with Download, I always wanted to go Download because it was also around her birthday. So I just want to see what it's all about, and I'm into a whole variety of music, including metal. So why not?
Well, Killswitch are playing. They're headlining one of the smaller tents.
Yeah. Let me just while there's nothing happening, I'll quickly look at the lineup and we could.
Yeah, because quite a lot of
could tickle your fancy.
Well, I've already checked the lineup. I can care less about it, but I always look out for like really underground kind of like bands that may be performing there.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Sterling an effort, but it's just gone straight into De Gea's hands. He ain't going to be playing against Arsenal, is he? Unless Aguero's injured.
It's just an awful game, though, isn't it? 1-0. I mean, you was right, Steve. You was right at the start. Right at the start of the game, you said that, didn't you?
Yeah, well,
I'll tell you what,
0-0.
Steve, the Saturday night game next week will be Aston Villa Chelsea. Now that should be good.
Hopefully. So the current bonus, Steve, just for anyone heads up, you got Wan-Bissaka currently on 3, De Gea and Lindelof on 2.
De Gea, I just don't.
Yeah, he's made 3 saves and he's just, I don't know.
Oh, is that what you got to do now? Make 3 saves.
Yeah, and then Lindelof and De Gea on 2, and Maguire and Martial on 1.
Speaking of saves, Sterling did have a shot on my screen, and it got saved by De Gea, but it was one of those saves where it was one of those P-roller saves. You know what I mean?
Apparently, Dion Dublin saying
at a time. 5 minutes at a time, by the way.
Dion Dublin saying he should have just absolutely smashed it rather than just trying to curl it.
Thy Art is Murder is performing at Download, Steve-O.
Say that again.
Thy Art is Murder. I've noticed that's on your T-shirt a few times.
Yeah, they when are they playing?
They're playing on the Sunday.
At what stage?
Main stage.
Sorry, I've got to interject here. Blimey, John Lovren, Beneath the Massacre. Blimey, now. Mr. Reed saying, the only way goalkeepers you want to score is by scoring goals, Steve-O. No, it's just the fact that... Did you say Fernandez isn't getting any, Charlie?
No, Fernandez is getting nothing.
There we are then, Mr. Reed.
Oh, here's a golden oldie for you. Do you remember the band The Darkness?
Yeah.
They're in Download on the second stage. I just laugh because they're from they grew up not far from where I live. It's just funny. just see the darkness is still around.
But
in
sorry,
2020.
just Thy Artist Murderer playing when on the second stage or something?
The main stage on Sunday.
The main stage.
Yeah.
Oh well,
so
how many bands into it are they going to be? What are they like?
So let me just. I'll quickly do it in order. Yeah. So Wage War, Thy Art is Murder, Ailstorm,
Wage
Power
War are awful. I don't understand. I went to they were supporting August Burns Red. I really didn't enjoy the gig, but it doesn't matter. And Wage War came on, and I was like, I don't know, I have a clue these are, and like they were really popular. I was just like, this is just terrible. Like you know when you watch a band and you're like, I understand why people like you. I may not like you, but I get why people like you. Wage War, I didn't understand, but sorry, go on. So Wage War, then it's Thy Art is Murder, right?
Powerwolf, Ailstorm, your favourite band.
Ailstorm are playing.
Yeah, Ailstorm are playing.
Oh, well, the old here we are, Charlie. That'll be for you. Pirate metal. Hello there, you know.
Pirate.
Your favourite band, Steve-O, also with Baby Metal. They're on the main stage on that day.
Come on then.
Volbeat, Korn, and System of a Down.
Jesus Christ.
Gojira are performing on Saturday, by the way. I like Gojira. They're alright. Do you like Gojira, Steve? I'm pretty sure you've heard of them.
No.
Fair enough.
Completely goes over my head.
Oh, that's all chill, man. Let me look at some obscure bands, like more down there.
I'm not really into like commercial bands. Really, the only time I'm into commercial bands is basically when I used to like them when they were nobodies, and they've just like well, I don't like them anymore. But Bring Me the Horizon, when they used to be deathcore, they were phenomenal. But
do you know what their big plan is? I could tell you a conspiracy. Yeah, they're gonna go back to deathcore when they're now popular. That's the E.
Who?
No, this is my random conspiracy theory. They become mega popular, and then they bring back their old music again.
What? No chance. They're too. They would never ever do. They're so big now. They're so big.
Oh, Dying Fetus and Chelsea Grin are performing.
Yes,
on
I saw.
Saturday.
In fact, I actually messaged my brother about the fact that Dying Fetus are playing, and I said they could potentially perform some warm-up gigs. So there's a chance. They were so heavy, Dre's era. It was so funny being in the pit for them. It was just absolute. It was mental. But Christophe Demure, Lamb of God. I used to like him, but not anymore.
Look. Yeah.
Wow.
What's happened?
Nothing's happened. I'm just going to turn off.
De Gea is now on free bonus.
What?
He's made 4 saves and he's on 27 BPS. He's on free bonus. And then you got
oh my God. McTominay's just scored.
Has he?
McTominay!
Oh my God, McTominay.
Does
anyone own him?
Basically, everybody was pushed forward for Man United, and Scott McTominay's just shot from 30 odd yards and just.
Even Edison was forward.
I'm assuming so. Oh, what a apparently a blunder from Gabriel de Rop. Dre Zer will be able to say.
Right, okay. So
City, what is going on?
Igalo's on the ball, Fred passes, and then Edison, he's got the ball, but he threw it straight to McTominay.
What an idiot.
Basically, Edison rolled it straight to McTominay, and then McTominay scored an empty net from 35 yards.
Jesus. What an awful performance.
By the way, if anybody watching this stream put money on the bets that I suggested, you owe me.
Oh my God, guys! If anyone's watching the game, when the goal was scored, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think he went to the Man City fans or one of them, and he basically turned around and gave a salute, the kind of presence blood celebration. You love to see it.
My God, Man City. That is why.
Man. Well, it's all good, guys. I've got Edison as my goalie. Been the best game week I've ever
That's
had.
it. Full time. Waste of time. Absolute waste of time. That's it. Full time, everybody. 2-0 to Man U. And like I said, if anybody put money on that, like I suggested, then I'm sorry, but you owe me something.
Lindelof is now free vote.
What's going on?
It's changed again.
Wow.
Lindelof on 3, De Gea on 2, Wan-Bissaka.
Well, guys. Pep Guardiola, 3 Champions Leagues, played in some of the greatest teams in history. Can't even beat.
I think he's just going to win Champions League.
They're not out of the woods yet. You gotta give Real Madrid.
Nah, man, they ain't going through Madrid.
Based on what?
Based on they've been really poor.
They're top of La Liga, to my knowledge.
Yeah, they were poor against Man City in the first leg. Well, who knows? But I think they're just focusing on Champions League, aren't they?
Before Steve-O comes in, please comment below who you think is going to win, Man City or Real Madrid, in the comments below, guys.
And
carry on.
Just to add that, Salah, I actually said that this game's going to end 0-0, 1-0 either way, 2-0 either way, 2-1. Just go back to the beginning of the stream. It was about 3 hours ago now, but... I mean, in all seriousness, Dre Zarek, I mean, I know you've watched the match. Your thoughts on this game, genuinely?
Well, it's very interesting because Kevin De Bruyne, without Kevin De Bruyne, Man City just didn't create much. They felt devoid of ideas. Man United, on the other hand, they played the perfect park the bus, park the airplane, park your coaches, your houses, football, and basically hit them on the sucker punch. And as I'm seeing Sir Alex Ferguson with a smug smile, just watching from the stand, Man United, they didn't really have a style of play, but hey, Mr. Ole slayed the Pep.
I am actually gonna have some Chris, just to annoy everybody, because I'm annoyed now, so I'm gonna flame and annoy everybody. Charlie,
Yeah.
Charlie, do you want to sum up your thoughts on the game? I know you've only been listening into what I've been saying, what Dre's been saying, but please tell us your thoughts on it.
I think just been an awful game. Like Ollie, just done what he done before already. That's now 3 wins in 4 games against Man City for United now, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge. And like by the sounds of it, Man City just missed De Bruyne. Didn't have much creativity. Yeah, not a lot of shots by the sound of it.
Yeah, their midfield was anonymous.
Yeah, Gundogan and Rodri, and you can't really blame Foden, but it's a game for. It just shows you, doesn't it, really how big of a miss he actually is. I mean, it just says it all by the stats, how many goals and assists he's got this season, how creative he is, and unlucky to all those people that went high on Man City. I don't
You don't mean that, Charlie. Come on, be honest.
No, it's just it is quite funny, to be honest, but
Good. I'm glad to get the real emotion out. Tell us.
hopefully, I just hope De Bruyne is back for the second game, because fingers crossed.
I feel for me it's kind of a win-win, because I may have had Man City assets, but De Bruyne and Edison, they didn't bang for me, but as a Liverpool fan, Man City losing, hell yeah, baby.
God,
How many points you, Andre?
I'm on a beautiful 16 points, baby.
Jesus, 16.
But it's alright. I've got Madison and Pereira to play. And I've got Edison and De Bruyne to play. So hopefully I'll get up to 20 points, guys.
You got Maddison, who's done nothing for about 6 months. You got Pereira, that's gone and got his traditional goal in the FA Cup. Do you really expect anything tomorrow?
Well, here's the philosophy here: if you expect nothing, then you'll never be disappointed.
Awful game.
Obviously, it's the Llama Lounge tomorrow. Guys, what's your prediction on tomorrow's game? Leicester versus Aston Villa.
Either 1-0 to Leicester or 2-1 to Villa. I think Villa are done because Leicester have just been awful. I mean, they only beat Birmingham 1-0 with pretty much a strong team on, and I think Villa will beat them, to be honest.
I think it's going to be 2-2. That's my opinion. I don't think either team's going to win. I think Villa will be up for it. They're not happy that they lost the Carabao Cup final. Leicester want to prove themselves. Vardy might or might not be fit and might be starting. Who knows? But yeah, I think it'll be 2-2. Hopefully there'll be more goals and more excitement and more vodka shots in the next game.
Vodka shots, you're having a lot. Well, I am going to be doing the the Arsenal game, but I'll ask you, Charlie. Just double game weeks always disappoint.
Yeah, pretty much. It's always it's always people are always buzzing, and then it comes to double game weeks. I mean, I'm glad I've only got even Aubameyang, just didn't really do nothing. And then obviously De Bruyne injured, then yeah, it's just rubbish, isn't it? Really, pretty.
I know we've only got
awful game week, boring.
We've got a few days before the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
What do you think, based on this particular fixture, will happen in that game? Do you think Man City are going to be like, do you know what, stuff you, we're going to go for it, or do you think it's just going to be a drab 0-0?
Well, if Man City are 100% A game, they could batter Arsenal because Arsenal were poor against West Ham. Or Arsenal could try and play defensive, or just counter-attack them. But I'm not sure. I just hope it's better, and I hope KDB bangs in the goals like he did on the other game against Arsenal when I took him out and he got 19 points. I just hope he bangs.
Quite an interesting stat here from Bilal. It's the first time Man United have beaten City 3 times in a season since 2009-2010.
Yeah, that just says it all, doesn't it? It's crazy.
Alex01 saying City were so bad today, they're turning into a one-man team. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, without De Bruyne, they look even in the they played the FA Cup game the other day against Sheffield Wednesday. Man City had a really strong team, and Sheffield Wednesday have been doing awful. Like, they lost 5-0 to Brentford yesterday, and Man City only beat them 1-0, and they had a really strong team on. So, yes, they're struggling, aren't they? Creativity without De Bruyne, and a lot of this season as well. They've had loads of chances in games. Teams where you'll expect them to batter them, like Palace. They drew 2-2, and it's just weird, isn't it? I don't know what's going on, but yeah, without De Bruyne, they look poor, really poor.
Let's just quickly bring on Vince before we close out the show. Hello, Vince. Do you want to gloat? Take it away.
Oh, McTominay. We're the famous Man United win. We're going to win the league. All right, hello, mate.
Gonna win the league. Don't get too carried away.
Maybe next season. It just rhymes with McTominay, so that's all I can do.
Thank you so much, Man United, for beating Man City. Yes. So happy.
It was easy work. It was light work. Problem. That's a good way to spend a Sunday, though, I tell you. Watching us totally outplay them for the first half, and they didn't offer anything in the second half. I mean, Mahrez and Jesus coming on a little bit more lively, but they weren't breaking us down. I didn't see it.
Arioki making the point here, Vince, that Man City had a chance. Is just ironically Sterling missing so many chances other players would have thrived on.
You might have cursed him, yeah. I don't know if he's going to send you an email or something.
What about your mate that brought him in? What about number 1 in the world?
Can't get it right all the time, I guess. But yeah, it was just brilliant day, brilliant to watch.
What was it?
Pep's got no answers.
In all seriousness, Vince, what was it? Was it City were just so bad, Man United were so good? Was it just a lucky win? What was going to go on here?
Tactics, basically. Ollie put 5 at the back, 3 in midfield. We had the same in midfield as them. They couldn't break us down. They didn't offer anything. They had Phil Foden on the right, who wasn't doing much. They really missed De Bruyne, to be honest. They do seem like a one-man team. If De Bruyne got in some of those Phil Foden positions, I think it would have put a couple more balls across the box.
What for Sterling to miss?
Well, right, exactly. I mean, Aguero was on for the first half, but yeah, they're pants. Get all your City assets out. They're not worth it.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Definitely.
Double game weeks overhyped, Vince?
Oh yeah, totally. But I think we were saying this before. I mean, I didn't see the Arsenal having 2 games because now they play City. They're not going to play 2 games, and the City one against United was always tough. So yeah, I think it was a bit overhyped, or people doing -4s, -8s wasn't worth it. But not to know that.
I must say, I'm just enjoying these crisps more than I have actually the. Hold on a minute here. Blimey, Drake Sarah, what were you doing, mate? You don't have to donate. What if you donating? No. Well, I suppose I'll have to now, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Dre Zara. But yeah, I'll do it for you. But unfortunately, I'm not a heavy drink. I can't drink that much. It doesn't work well for me at all. But
Jason's here as well.
Oh, was he?
Just needs to be turned up.
Let's just unmute him. Go for it. Hello, Jason. Gloat away.
Hi, Steve-O. Hi. I'm really... I have to say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got it 100% right today. Very impressed with his tactics. He obviously, when Morris came on, Brandon Williams did look a bit vulnerable down left-hand side, switched him out for sure, brought Bailly on. It was really, really good defending from United. Really a good performance. And that's, genuinely, I was worried that there was a few occasions where Mendy got in behind and Mahrez got in behind, and that Sterling miss was honestly, you probably don't want to watch that back, Steve. You probably end up putting another hole for the wall. But I'm really, I'm really, I have to say that just a great performance, and I said to a few people in Discord, I didn't see Man City causing us problems today. I could see us getting a result. I really, really could, especially with KDB not playing.
What about Edison as well today?
What a clown!
I mean, Edison. I mean, if you watch what Edison, the mistake when he tried to take control of the ball and Martial almost got in, but then the throw out was very unlucky in a sense that it skimmed. If you watch it, the ball skimmed like off the grass, really, like, because it was pouring with rain.
There's like a tie from Arsenal Fan TV. What, has he never played in the rain before?
No, I think what it is, I think he was in a rush he was just in a rush to get the play going. I mean, it was like in the 93rd minute of the game. It was only 5 minutes of injury time. He wanted to start the game off. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. I think at that point in the game, United were pretty, had the upper hand in terms of defending the game out, and I think that Edison just tried to start a counter-attack or start an attack, and what a goal by McTominay! What a goal!
On the halfway line.
Oh, what a goal! What a finish! Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Igalo as well. He looks.
Oh, Igalo, that hold-up play. Since he came on, the hold-up play was beautiful. I mean,
him and Martial in the same team.
I think Dan James needs to really look at his vision. I think that there's a few occasions where Dan James were doing almost everything right, but then at the final minute didn't see the pass or took too long. I think
didn't pass that one to Bruno.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where he's got tunnel vision, and he tried to shoot from narrow angle, but in all fairness, it was a game where City were, I think, 86% of the possession.
They're so
Second half.
poor though, Man City, without De Bruyne.
Yeah, it would. I never thought that they would score. To be honest with you, I know they had their chances, but I never actually thought, oh yeah, they're going to score any moment. Like in the past, you just think when they're knocking on the door, you think eventually that door's going to come flying down. But yeah, I'm just from a non-FPL point of view, I'm purely talking just from a football point of view. I'm over the moon, absolutely over the moon.
Steve-O, you're right there. Did you enjoy your drink, lad?
No, I didn't. That was disgusting. That was because I've just eaten Chris and everything. That mix is just absolutely vile, and I wanted to be sick then. That's why I just drank some water. Want some water? I'm going to eat some more Chris because it was just grotesque. But Jason, what do you expect from City versus Arsenal?
I think it'll be a different Man City against Arsenal. I think that KDB, he'll either be on the bench or he'll start. I don't think he'll be omitted from the team. I think that the injury shouldn't keep him out of that game.
He has to start.
It's a complete It's like when I think was it you said that City turning into a one-man team with KDB. I think Aguero was very average today. His movement, City as a whole, very poor in the first half. I mean, it was only when Mahrez came on, did I actually think that.
I was going to say when Jesus and Mahrez came on the pitch, it just seemed like actually City turned up the gears a bit.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what if the niggle with Aguero's knee has played a part in it. I know he had an ice pack on it when he came off, but yeah, Aguero. Anyone looking to get Aguero in, just be very cautious about that because I don't think he's anywhere near 100%. So, going back to the game, absolutely brilliant game for majority of people to watch. Old Trafford. I haven't seen Old Trafford bouncing like that for quite some time. It was nice to see everybody with smiles on their faces. We're on a good, we've got a good run in to the end of the season, and I'm pretty confident we can make Champions League. And I'm
to Tottenham next week, eh?
And it'd be nice to see Igalo start the next game as well.
What did you have any thoughts on the Chelsea game?
Shock. Complete shock. Yeah. I mean, what I saw of it was just like, I think someone came on the show earlier on. Apologies, I can't remember their name. They described it like a training session for Chelsea. Charlie. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was a really weird Premier League game, to be honest with you. It was like, I just think Calvert-Lewin was feeding off scraps. Never really looked like Everton was going to actually do anything in the whole game, and Chelsea were just taking advantage of sloppy play from Everton. So yeah, I mean. They're up against Liverpool next. I have Calvert-Lewin in my team, and now I'm really thinking about just bringing in someone else for him. I haven't decided yet who. I'll possibly go for Burnley attacker.
Well, Charlie was thinking of captaining, wasn't Charlie?
What, Calvert-Lewin?
Yeah, after that game, God, no, not anymore. Everton was shocking.
What do you think, Jason? Go on, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be a much different game. Usually games at Goodison between Everton and Liverpool aren't that good. Like last year was 0-0. There's been some dire games at Everton between them. So who knows? Because it is his birthday next week, so Calvert-Lewin might want a birthday surprise. You never know.
What I want to know is like, I mean, captain in Sterling, Steve. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a very shrewd pick, and
speak to number one in the world. Don't talk to me.
I mean, it's just it goes back to the whole form, isn't it? I mean, the form hasn't been there with Sterling. It has. Do you look at form over fixtures?
Mate, I don't honestly. I don't look at anything. I just literally am just like. I'll just pick him. Stop it. I've got nothing to play for. What do you want me to say? I have nothing to play for.
What was your prediction? What was your prediction in today's game? Just curious. 2-1
to City. I said it'd be a tight game.
Right. Okay. No, I think that you against Arsenal, he can still pay it off your captaincy. So I wouldn't be too annoyed at the moment. But genuinely. It was a little bit of a risk. I know people are bringing in Aguero as well. That was crazy. He came off before 60 minutes as well. Didn't he?
Yeah, 1 point.
Brilliant.
I predicted a 2-1 win to Man United.
Yeah, same.
So the clean sheet and David De Gea. I must admit I've been a big critic of David De Gea recently, even suggesting that he shouldn't be getting starts and Romero should be more deserving of playing for the first team in the Premier League. And I must say today he didn't put a lot wrong. A couple of parries where he could have caught it from set pieces, corners and stuff. But there was the one save from Gabriel Jesus which went through the legs of Wan-Bissaka, and he was very quick to react to it and tip it out. So yeah, David De Gea for me, very very solid game, and it was really good to see the whole team at the end of the game just literally like smiles on their faces, happy. Because I think that's going to be really important for us going forward.
It's just a shame that Chelsea are... How many points are Chelsea ahead of you now?
1.
So really it's down to you to find it out for that fourth
Well, not
position.
really. Wolves have got a good run in as well.
No, they drop points too easily against the stupid teams like Brighton yesterday. Come on, Vince. Be positive.
Well, I mean,
Chelsea are 3 points. Chelsea are 3 points.
3
points. Yeah, so Chelsea have got a nice cushion, but the thing is, it could be the 5th place, it could be Champions League spot anyway. Depending on what's going on with City. But you don't want to look at it like that. But to be fair, Chelsea, I mean, I'm not too concerned. I don't think they'll.
Well, aren't Chelsea like 2 points behind Leicester? So can't we just take Leicester's spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Don't forget, it is a top 5 race, guys, because Man City, as it stands, they won't be seeing Europe, baby.
I mean, Chelsea's got a decent run in as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing in Giroud, to be honest.
They've got a lot of injuries.
Taking my advice, aren't we?
Well, if you said it, I might reconsider. But no, definitely. Yeah.
A lot of injuries. Literally, they had about 5 or 6 youth players on the bench today that's never played a game. So you'll have to watch out with injuries if you want to get Chelsea players.
Sorry, just to interject. To Salt and say you're talking to Man United, 5 clean sheets in the last 9 Premier League matches. Yeah, but the difference is that the matches that I played Williams in, he never got the clean sheet, and when they did get a clean sheet, they never did. So that doesn't help me, Salt and Side, whatsoever. Jason, just of interest, just from a real life perspective, have you enjoyed your day today? You've been out, haven't you? Out and about?
I've been out and about. Went over to see some family earlier on. I've trying to shake off the remnants of this cold because I've just been literally, my nose has just been streaming. It's been awful.
Been streaming?
Yeah. Literally
Did you were streaming?
Yeah,
live streaming.
Live on Elite FPL.
Yeah, trust me. It's just been. I hope that. I hope it goes pretty soon. It's just been lingering around forever, it seems. But it's just a common cold, guys. Don't. No, it's been a good day. I managed to watch a bit of the games at my sister's house and got my car cleaned, which is always important. And came back.
In Manchester, were you?
Eh?
Up in Manchester, were you? It was raining like hell up there.
No rain where I am, and managed to tune into you as I was driving back from my sister's, keeping updates on the game and
on Download Festival.
That was great.
Load of rubbish. I don't know what to more say, Jason. We'll do the usual things. I've got to get going here.
Yeah.
Have you got any final thoughts?
Well, it's been a very interesting game week, and yeah, thank you for doing a stream this afternoon, Steve-O, and thank you to everyone that joined you. It's been a pleasure to listen to, and I look to be back to full fitness for the preview for game week 30, and
well, we should. Well, hopefully we'll both be doing the Man City game versus Arsenal.
Hopefully, yeah. Wednesday, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be fine for that actually. Yeah, so me and Steve will be doing the Wednesday evening game, Man City Arsenal. Obviously, we'll both.
It's both our if they both start, of course.
Both our captains. Could you imagine if they both get benched? Oh my god.
The way Sterling performed, it wouldn't surprise me. Seriously, it wouldn't surprise me, mate, if Sterling gets benched.
He was putting away those chances last season. This season, he's just been. I don't know what's happened with him. It's almost like he's just lost his confidence completely. But yeah, I think the Man City Arsenal game's got goals in it for both teams. I think there's not going to be a clean sheet in that game, guaranteed. So yeah, let's just see who starts, and hopefully KDB starts and can get more creativeness in that City squad. Cool, and watch out because I think I'm going to be going on. This is an exclusive for you guys as well. Shout out to the FPL Wildcats. I'm going to get in touch with Thier this evening. I've been invited to go on to their show Tuesday evening, and assuming that my cold doesn't get worse than what it is now, which I'm hoping it isn't because it's getting better.
Just go on anyway.
I'll go on. And fly the flag. So yeah, I should be joining them on Tuesday evening.
Look at that, everybody! There's exclusive news there. There we are. Cheers, Jason.
Cheers, mate.
Dre Zera, you've been with us for the whole afternoon, give or take. As I always say, final thoughts.
You guys can hear me, yeah?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, baby.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like on the video, and if you're new to this channel, give this video a cheeky subscribe, the whole channel subscribe even. And whether you like McCoys or vodka, Elite FPL is a community.
Just don't mix them together. It's not the greatest combination. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Cheers, Dre. There we are. Oh, he's gone. Vince, any final thoughts as a Man United fan? Anything you want to say?
Well, as a United fan, I'm totally happy about how today went. Brilliant Sunday. I just made a notice that. Did you say Llama's going live tomorrow? Llama Lounge.
He's doing the Llama Lounge. Yes, absolutely. During the Leicester Aston Villa game.
So you've got elite representation all week then, up until Friday. So there's always something to watch.
So in fact,
this week.
do you know what? So it'd be Llama Lounge tomorrow.
Yep.
Jason on the Wildcats.
Yep.
Wednesday will be streaming that evening for Arsenal versus Man U. Plus, there's there won't be. Then on Thursday morning, I'll be doing the breakfast show, I think.
Wow.
And
That'll be good.
Thursday evening or Friday evening, Jason's going to be doing preview show. And then back to Saturday where we'll be doing FPL live again. It's immense.
Exactly. That is insane.
We literally, we are just a daily streaming service for all things fantasy football. And if anybody's watching this and wants to tell their friends that, if you want a light-hearted view on the world of fantasy football, come here, basically. Because I think I do agree. I've got to say, Vince, as a long-term listener, Dread FPL summed up everything regarding Elite FPL. And I mean, Charlie, you can chip in if you want. It's just a bit of fun, really, isn't it? It's nothing too serious. It's just having a laugh.
Yeah, just everyone having a laugh.
So you say, but I mean...
Talking about everything.
Sorry.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, it's just...
Okay, yeah.
Just a great, YouTube community. Obviously everyone...
You're lost for words, aren't you, Charlie? You're getting emotional. Tearing up.
So good. Tearing up right now. It's just so good.
Yeah, Charlie, I've got a tissue for you. There you are, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Vince, really appreciate you coming on, pal, and
love the work. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, dude. Listen to you tomorrow evening. There's Vince Chapman. And finally, Charlie, have you got any final thoughts before we end the stream?
Yeah, cheers for having me on again. Good to come on, just chat, even if it's not FPL, just listening about the band talk. And yeah, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe to Elite FPL, hit the notification button so you don't miss any video. And yeah, just keep up the good work and don't miss out the Llama Lounge tomorrow night.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'll be definitely listening to that on Tuesday morning when I go to the gym. I think that's going to be a bit of fun there. And to Kane, is it Kane? Yeah, to Kane Jack. There's my team up on screen right now. It is a whopping 40 points, I think it is. Is it 40 points? Yeah, 40 points. There we are. 40 points. So, yeah, great. My captain, of course, failing again. So I'm looking forward to Wednesday when Sterling does it, when he gets benched. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that. In fact, if Sterling's benched, I don't even think I'll do the stream. I think I'll just leave it to Jason because I just will not be in the mood to do it because it's just pointless. But Charlie, on that note, I will let you go and hear you tomorrow evening on the Llama Lounge.
Cheers, Steve. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, dude. There's Charlie, aka the FPL Crisp Packets. Yes, everybody, that's the end of the stream. Us covering, well, me, Charlie, and Drezer are covering the up on screen at the moment. Man United 2, Manchester City 0. Absolutely, it's just rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Thank you, Gabriel de Rop. You guys turn a very average match into a very entertaining evening. I always say this. Sorry, here we go. This is me going on a tangent now. But I always sometimes think to myself regarding people kindly donating, for example, Drezer and the various people donating to Jason's birthday fund. And I generally do mean this. Like, if I was invested in something like this show, where I've got two people that are just having a laugh and just basically doing stupid things like eating crisps whenever a bloody goal goes in, I'd be bloody donating, like, just for a laugh. I'd be like, you know what, Steve-O, a large retailer has got McCoy's on offer for £1. Here's £1. Go buy yourself a packet, whatever. Or like, for example, here's a couple of quid for a shot of vodka. Take it now, Steve-O. Just have a laugh. I get it. I was listening to... The reason why I'm saying that is because I was listening to the stream from yesterday, the 3 PM kickoff stream, Saturday FPL Live. And I was just listening into basically myself just having a laugh about the donuts. For anybody that doesn't know, I am putting the team screenshots yesterday, these beautiful donuts that get sold on the South Bank of London in various exclusive shops, shall we say. They're just little shops, but I'll just bring it up on screen now for all you guys to see. And I was just listening to this and I was just thinking, if I was listening to the stream, oh, brilliant, it's not even come up. Typical. If I was listening to the stream, I can't even bring up, no, I don't want to do that, oops. If I was listening into the stream, I'd be like, you know what, Steve-O? Go get yourself a donut. I get it, because I always ask, like, I genuinely mean this. I always ask people, like, why do you tune into this? What? There it is, up on screen right now. Look at those. So all those donuts there. They're like, I think they're like £6-7 each. They're big. They're not tiny, but the one that's on the far left hand side is £12. So I'll put up a big screen of that there. So that there is £12 for that donut. It's basically the size of a plate. It's fantastic. But anyway, the point being is that I just listen in. I'm just like, I now understand why people listen in to us, why you guys watch us, me and Jason, live all the time, and what gets you so enthused by what we do. And I get it. I just get it. And I like I say, me and Jason just love doing these streams and everything. It's why we are pretty much a daily streaming service, because it just provides, as Gabriel de Rop says, just a bit of flaming fun. Like if I was doing something like, I don't know, going around my walks around London or whatever, and I was listening to a live stream like this, because we've built such a wonderful community with you guys, and we've all got to know the characters and everything. It's just fascinating just listening into what people have to say and just basically taking the mick out of each other and just having a bit of fun. it's just fantastic. But that's just a little a side note there from me. But yes, like I said, up on screen at the moment, it's 2-0 to Man United. It ended there. Dread FPL, that's easy. You need to get a big pink donut, that one there up on screen, what was on screen, and challenge is to eat the whole thing during a Saturday stream. That's easy, Dread FPL. It's if I was to buy 6 of them. So what's that? That's right, 60, that's 72 quid. If anyone wants to donate 72 quid, I'll buy 6 of them. I'm joking, don't you dare do that, unless Mr. Beast is listening in. And Gabriel De Rock just adding, giving a donation just enhances the feel of the community as well. Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And on that final note, I just want to end it here because as Gabriel is just saying, can you please just go to bed, basically. Cameron A. Steve, if it makes you feel better, I captained Pepe this week, regretting not going to Salah. I don't think that makes me feel better. That just makes me laugh. I just laugh at them decisions because we're all in the same boat. Not going to lie, we're all in the same blasted boat. So yeah, I'm not going to do any admin because Dre's there and Charlie have done it all for me. So all I will say is just thank you everybody for joining. Myself, Charlie, Dre's there, Vince Chapman when he came on, Jason obviously when he came on. For the last 2 hours and 45 minutes. Now I can go to bed. In fact, I'm going to watch the last episode. So if anybody's seen it on the BBC iPlayer, the show The Capture, a friend of mine at work, Collins, he recommended me watching The Capture. Now, whenever somebody recommends me something, I'm usually a bit dubious because I'm very mindful of some of the things I watch. And usually I give a show about 10-15 minutes. And if I'm not grabbed by anything, I'm just like, nah, load of rubbish. So, for example, on Netflix, I just watched 20 minutes and I'm like, I cannot stand the bloke and I could not stand the blonde-haired woman he was stalking, so I just thought, I'm not interested, go away. The other one I couldn't stand was, I was recommended by Collins, The Stranger on Netflix, I think it was. Just didn't grab me, just couldn't care less. Don't Beep with Cats. Really good. I was glad I was recommended by that. And then I was recommended The Capture. And I was just grabbed instantly. Within the first 5 minutes, I was like, yes, absolutely fantastic. So it's only 6 episodes. Highly recommend. Each episode is shorter than certain other live streams. But they're only like 50 minutes long. But it's absolutely fantastic. I've got the last episode, so I'm just going to watch it now, settle down, and then I'm going to go to bed to wake up at 10 to 3 in the morning. But anyway, whatever. So cheers everybody for joining us, and good night, and join the Llama Lounge. The more people, the merrier. So see you or listen to all you guys on Tuesday morning. Cheers everybody. Take it easy.